hey, you Tar Heels or Blue Devils or whatever team you like in North Carolina, we'll be in Charlotte.
You horny Hornets, come out to the Underground, October 2nd. Get your tickets at newroryinmall.com. That's New Rory in Mall, N as in.
I know.
Just to the Underground.
I understand that David Stern took your NBA team and brought it to New Orleans.
No, they're back.
They're still Bobcats in Charlotte?
No, they're the Charlotte Hornets now.
So the Bees are back.
The Hornets.
All right, so what happened to the Bobcats?
The Bobcats are no more.
They went to New Orleans.
No. There's no more Bobcats in NBA.
So who has the guy from Duke that can dunk that's overweight?
That's the Pelicans.
Okay. So it's Bobcats, Pelicans, and
There's
Hornets.
no Bobcats in NBA anymore. If I say that one more time. Get your tickets at newroryinmall.com. N as in.
New Rory and Mall.
Welcome to another episode of New Rory and Mall.
I'm Rory.
I am Mall.
Oh, threw me off there.
And we are back.
I get it. Mix it up.
I mean, you know,
keep everyone on their toes.
Yeah. You know how it goes.
The Tate
feel you.
brothers.
We are back after some time off. We were away. We were on the road. The tour started. We were in Chicago last weekend.
Going crazy.
Had a great time in Chicago, man. A lot of people came out, showed love, a lot of support. Met a lot of cool people.
Definitely did.
Shout out to the Corner Convo podcast.
They were great. Great opener.
They were great. They opened up for us. Pause. Great job. Great group of guys. Real cool. I like the fact that we kind of shared a green room with them.
I like that too. At first, I was like, I feel like talking to people, but they ended up being actually really cool.
Super cool,
So
man. Super cool. Shout out to those dudes at the Corner Convo podcast.
That could have went bad though.
Yeah, if they weren't cool.
Yeah, thank God it went the way it went.
Yeah, if it wasn't cool, we'd have just probably had to close the door. It was like a door that separated.
I might have just waited on the sidewalk until, let me know when we're going on.
When it's time to go on.
I'll walk back in the venue.
But
What
those
did y'all
dudes were
expect?
super cool. Huh?
What did y'all expect?
We
I
just
don't
said
know.
that if they weren't cool, Eddie, you know how some people are just not cool sometimes?
I know what are you gonna do though.
You think that you meet everybody that's cool, you just
Well,
everybody's
everyone's
cool?
really cool.
When you're a cuck, you kind of get along with everyone.
Yeah, them and their girlfriend.
Yeah, no, they were super cool. But you know, sometimes you just meet people, you don't know what to expect at times.
Yeah. Well, currently we're on our way to DC right now, and we have the Tequila Talk podcast opening up for us.
Shout out to Tequila Talk. They will be our opening podcast in Washington, D.C. at the Howard Theater. Tickets are still available, but they are almost sold out. VIP tickets are sold out. Meet and greet tickets are sold out.
Got some GAs though.
There are still some general admission tickets available. Looking forward to a great show tonight.
Yeah.
DC always shows love.
Oh, and I love Howard Theater.
Yeah.
I just like
Great
the
spot.
venue itself, that neighborhood. Hopefully, the Tequila Talk podcasts aren't like angry drunks.
Oh,
And are we sharing a green room
picture-
with Tequila
Well,
podcast?
the picture of the Tequila Talk. I'm sorry, I don't know their names. But it is a guy and a girl, a female.
Okay.
So that's cool. I like that dynamic already.
Yeah.
And just a guy and a woman talking about tequila, or maybe sipping tequila while they're talking.
I wonder what their separate significant others or people they're talking to feel about their Tequila Talk.
Are they not a couple?
It's Walt and
I don't know
Jazz.
We can ask them on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
We
go.
can actually bring them on stage for our couple portion. Should we recap some of the couples that you ruined in Chicago?
Oh, that I ruined?
Yes.
I didn't ruin any
Maul.
couples, did I?
Mo, here's the thing. You know when I think
Everyone
something
left
goes
together.
over the
Well,
line.
I don't know how it is this week, but I don't know if they're still together.
They left
this-
amicably to the public.
Yeah. They left the venue amicably. Went home together, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I mean, it is kind of my
Okay.
my intent to break couples up.
All right, that's fine. I have no issue with that. But when I think something goes over the line, that's probably an issue.
Oh, what went over the line? What did I do?
Everything was going great while we were breaking them up. It was funny. It was hilarious. We were finding out new funny things about them. A lot of LOLs, a lot of gasps. Like, oh my God. Then you asked for her phone and went through it.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to read out loud a conversation she was having with, allegedly, Jack Harlow.
It wasn't no alleged. I saw it.
No, allegedly for Jack.
Oh, okay. No, well,
that
whoever
could have
was
been
running
Jack,
his socials.
that could have been Julian
Yeah.
replying to
Whoever
it.
was running his socials. Somebody was running his socials. But Jack didn't do too much. It was just Purple Hearts he was sending.
Jack, I'm telling you, man, we might need to add
Jack might be a veteran of
He's a
war. I
sniper.
don't know, but that's what the Purple Hearts.
They weren't at war. They were talking about linking.
No, it's war.
Ops don't link.
It's a war between love and hate. Like he was just trying to be, you know what I mean?
All is fair in love and
Yeah,
war.
exactly. So Jack was just doing his duty as an American in her DMs.
Listen, man,
You know?
I don't want to expose things because, of course, it's alleged. That could have been Jack's assistant talking back.
Yeah.
But I will say we may need to add Jack to that sniper list. I know we killed him with the lyricist shit. I'm here to come back and say nice things about Jack Harlow. He said he was a lyricist in the fucking DMs. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely.
He did that ill shit where you don't say full sentences or a lot, but you say the right things. She was like, "So is the Louisville show back on?" And he's like, "It's just me and you, love." Yeah. I was like, "Oh yeah, he's ill."
Yeah, he was definitely.
He didn't even answer about the show.
He was keeping it cool, but he was giving some rhythm. But they were cool. That couple was cool. They're married almost a year now. So
are you sure about that?
Yeah.
You broke up a married couple?
Yeah. They were cool.
No, Jack did.
Cool. Yeah. No, Jack broke them. Don't put that on me. Put it on the white boy. Put it on the white boy. That wasn't me.
Okay, so after you were reading those text messages, how did the male in the relationship react?
I felt really uncomfortable. I was standing next to him.
He did what every male does when he's embarrassed, but still trying to keep his head held high.
Did he know the text existed?
He laughed, but his feet was probably in the sneakers like this. So, he probably.
Did he know those existed?
No, he was definitely gripping the microphone a little.
Yeah. He definitely was gripping the sneakers too, like this on the inside.
I think I asked if he knew, and I don't think I got a straight answer, which made me think he was still processing.
He did the guys. Well, of course I knew.
Yeah,
he did. Of course I knew, but he didn't really know. But it was a good night. The couples were great. The crowd was great.
I would have been tight though, like as a man outside of the obvious. Like, what if she's not even like a Jack fan? Right. Like, I could see something like, all right, like if you have been running this album into the ground. I get it. You want to go to the show,
right?
But like, what if she's never even heard First Class?
Oh no, he's tired of hearing First Class. The way she was in them DMs, oh yeah. She definitely heard First Class. He heard First Class. He heard the album. Anytime they're in the car, she's playing Jack. She was a Jack Harlow fan.
That shit came on the radio when they were on their way home.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
it's in the algorithms
for
already.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it just went on shuffle right away. It shuffled just Jack's album.
But we had a good time though. Chicago was cool. We hung out Saturday night when we got in. We went to the Soho House. In Chicago, it was a lot of ladies out, Rory. I told it to the crowd. I wasn't expecting to see that many women.
Forget the ladies. You met Jake from State Farm.
Yes. Cool guy. Real cool guy.
Did he help you out with insurance? Like, did he wear khakis? I left early.
No. It's funny
me
because
and Benner went back to the hotel.
It's funny because it's like everybody knows him, but it's kind of like they don't really know him because he's just like the guy from the State Farm commercial.
Well, what's his real name? Is it Jake?
I have no idea.
You have to be a Jake.
I couldn't even tell you what his real name was, but he was a cool dude. We just said what's up and, fan of yours. Good job on your State Farm commercial, sir. Right. Kevin Miles is his name.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's collabed with Drake before.
He's collabed with a lot of people. He's collabed. That State Farm there. I know Chris Paul has a stake in that, but he has a percentage of State Farm. Has to.
I would hope
it's
so.
Impossible.
Him and his twin brother.
Yeah, it's impossible.
I forgot this Jake from State Farm like gets his khakis tailored. Like he give it up a little different than the other ones.
He's a classy guy. He's selling insurance, but he's doing it in a classy way.
What was his table like?
We were literally just walking past each other.
Okay.
He was walking this way, I was walking opposite ways. Said what's up, shook hands, and that was it.
Rory,
what home insurance do you use?
Home insurance, I forgot the name of it. It's some company that the building has.
Oh well, we need to get the friends and family from.
Yeah, from Jake, from Kevin Miles.
He can't give us the friends and family.
Yeah, Kev, give us the friends and family State Farm insurance, man.
How would you feel if your girl was in the DMs with Jake from State Farm?
I would laugh. First of all, how did you find this? How did you find his Instagram? Number one.
If she's already in the DMs, he definitely beat. How did you find Jake from State Farm?
But what if like you open the DMs from Kevin Miles to your girl and he's like, it's like, yeah, it's rainy season. You got to be careful with those floods. And he's like, what if that's his pitch? Like, it's like, oh, so you really do sell insurance.
And set her up for like some, what else floods?
Yeah, exactly.
He just stays in character.
Flooding these DMs.
They role play? Because isn't like most of the State Farm commercials about like guys being on the phone and their girl thinks they're cheating, but it's really Jake from State Farm?
Is that what this
is? That State Farm or is that another? Is that Geico?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, well,
what
are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
Khakis. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was one of them for sure.
Oh, a lot of pictures with Drake on the ground.
He's got a lot of headshots on his page.
Well, he's an actor.
Yeah, he has to have headshots.
Here's my thing though, like, and not to go back to the Jack thing, but I might feel even more of a way with my ego that like you was sending paragraphs and all Jack was doing was double tapping. Like at least Jack engaged with my girl.
Yeah. Jack was in them DMs really engaging though. Like he was engaging. But they were cool though. That couple was super cool. We knew from the meet and greet that they were cool. It was a lot of cool couples in there though. But again, Chicago showed a lot of love, man. Shout out to Chicago.
No, it was a really
Chicago
really good
gets
crowd.
a bad rep, man. They get a bad rep. Chicago gets a bad rep. We know about all the drill scene, and we hear about all the crime in Chicago and things like that. But Chicago is actually a cool city.
It's a very well-rounded city.
Yeah, it has a lot of creative people there.
Super creative.
It's it's just fucked up that they get the rep that they get due to the crime and the whole drill scene and everything like that. But overall, Chicago is a really beautiful city. They were so surprised that we stopped there. They was like, nobody comes to Chicago, and I was like,
isn't that like one of the biggest markets in the
yeah, I
country?
was like, really? They was like, yeah. Why did y'all come here first? Nobody come to Chicago. I'm like. I didn't think that we would never not come to Chicago. I mean, I understand it being the first stop. Maybe that's kind of like odd, but either way, we had a good time.
You stayed at Soho House with Jake and Joe Freshgoods and
Shout out to Joe Freshgoods.
Yeah, that's my guy. I went back to the hotel, which took forever because they were celebrating Eden's independence.
Mm-hmm. Eden, people from immigration were there. They were asking for you. They were trying to get you jammed up.
I
was not giving up your locations, your whereabouts.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, sorry.
It was Latin Heritage Month, so the city of Chicago was going crazy. We almost couldn't get back to our hotel because they had closed off all of the bridges to cross the river.
Yes, which I just thought was very ironic as a white person that I had to cross a river and to go over a fence to get to where I needed to go.
A fence or a wall?
It looked like the border.
Well, when you're used to climbing fences or walls, sometimes you confuse them for a fence. It's not that high of a wall. So somebody like you that is very like wall worthy, you could have cleared that fence or wall in any time.
You were born with parkour abilities.
Yeah, it's like your knees are like equipped with these springs that we don't have.
I'm not a frog, Mo.
Rory,
It would be very funny
I don't hop
with
fences.
the whole Russian-Ukraine thing. All the parkour people I see on YouTube are from Eastern Europe. What if the Mexican government did partner with Vladimir Putin and they brought all the Russians to teach all the Mexicans parkour? What would Trump do then? You're not getting a million Mexicans that know parkour. We're not stopping that. You could build all the fences you want. No fucking way.
I think you would just have to stop all sneakers from being imported into Russia. Because you can't do parkour with no sneakers.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Those Russians,
They
even in
wrestle
Brighton Beach, have
bears.
some calluses on the bottom of their feet.
Bears, man. They don't really give a shit.
Do we ever see like the end of the wrestling match? Do we ever see like the end of it? Or just like the start?
Oh, with the Bears?
Yeah. Like we never see like the full bout.
Well, because
Some of those dudes don't make it out.
we don't believe in animal cruelty. We're vegans. Because we know those Russians is beating the shit out of those bears.
So in that case, we should do what Mystical said in
No,
Help
we
the
shouldn't
Bear.
do anything that Mystical says.
No, when he said, hell, you're right.
Watch
we
yourself.
definitely should not. But he did say, if you see me in a fight with a bear, help the bear. So do with that whatever you will. Yeah, maybe he used that in real life and went crazy. I don't know.
Show them what you're working with.
Excuse me? No, I will not.
You know what?
Anyway, we're in DC tonight, Howard Theater. Looking forward to seeing DC and the crowd of lovely people and fun people, because DC is definitely one of those cities where
They show out.
they come out, they show out, a lot of energy, a lot of love, and they're gonna let you know exactly what's on their fucking minds. So we looking forward to tonight's show.
we can cut if necessary, but Rory, are you okay telling the story of that you texted me when you were in Chicago?
You tell me. And we can keep all this. I don't mind telling it.
I feel like you can tell it. Tell it and tell it to your funniest ability, and then I'll.
Well, it kind of has to do with our podcast from old stories. So like maybe we can just try to tie it in.
Okay.
They didn't serve burgers at the place, so I wasn't sure.
I don't. Julian?
Anyway, so Maul stayed at Soho House. I ended up trying to get to my hotel, couldn't. So I met up with Division. Well, Daniel from Division, he had a hosting,
Shout out to Division.
which I believe he was tricked into making a concert, which I enjoyed. Like I know he was probably upset that he had to perform a whole set. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the section. It's just me and one other girl. Shout out to my guy Ricky, who works with Division, and grabbed me outside, sat me in this place way away from everyone. I felt great, but there was one woman there. I introduced myself because I'm a polite person. And I just assumed maybe she was with somebody from the crew or whatever. She worked with them. So I just said hello. She seemed a little off. I can't really place it.
Mm-hmm.
She then takes out her phone in the middle of the performance.
Shy. Maybe she was shy.
Maybe that.
Mm-hmm.
True. She takes out her phone during the middle of the performance and says, "Say hi to my autistic sister. She loves Division."
What? Why does she have to introduce her as the autistic sister? Why not just say hello to my sister?
Second time that happened to me this week because I went to Boogie's show last night and he said, "Hey, this is my friend. He just got out of jail." I was like, "You could just say his name, Boogie. I don't need."
Yeah, I don't. Clearly, he's here right now. That's all that matters.
And granted, I would have said hello to her sister, but it threw me off. One, putting me on one, you're a stranger. Two, putting me on FaceTime with your sibling. Three, we're in the middle of a concert and I can't hear her. Four, why did you introduce her as your autistic sister? Should I speak differently? Should I?
Should get her a burger.
No, y'all, you think it too far. Why did she say she loves Division too? Like you're part of Division. Like that's the part I would have been. I'd be like, oh, that's great, but I'm not a part of Division
That made me laugh.
at all.
I was born in 1990. I am not 1985.
Yeah, I'm not a part of Division. I don't know why you have this phone in my face, but whatever. Hello, sis.
And mind you, Division was performing. Like she could have put the camera on Division
So
to
she could enjoy
the show.
Right.
Now I'm standing, and she almost looked like she wanted to hand me the phone. You know that?
Oh, so you're stuck
thing?
with the phone.
Oh, I didn't bite. I was just like, "Hey,
Yeah.
show's great.
It sounds great in here. The acoustics are amazing.
In, too deep, crazy."
How do you always end up in those just awkward? I think when people are socially awkward, like other awkward people like seek each other out.
So once the show was over, the green room was like really big. So like the little after party joint was in
Of
the green
course,
room.
I had an after party in the green room.
Well, it was just, we had to wait for the venue to clear out
Yeah.
to get back
Everybody
end
get home
payments
safe. Yeah,
and all that.
Yeah, the back end. I know.
And I'm sitting in the green room in one of the seats, and a woman comes up to me, which already makes me nervous because I'm socially awkward and I don't have people skills.
No,
and she
I
goes,
get it.
"It's really cool." And I was like, "Oh God." I just went through the autistic sister thing. What now? It's like, it's really cool that you really are who you say you are. Like, because you look miserable here. And I listened to the podcast and like, you're really socially awkward. I was like, thanks for saying that to someone that you've really found out is now socially awkward. I'm
see?
going to handle this situation fine.
So socially awkward people find each other in rooms. Like you can always tell, like, oh yes, this person is like me. They look like they're not happy to be here and they want to go.
She really said, she's like, "No, you look miserable. Like you want to go home. That's so cool that like you're really like that." I was like,
Yeah, no, you are who you say you are. You're a man
live
of
my
the
rhymes.
awkwardness. Absolutely. That's a honorable thing to be like, oh, he is awkward in real life. He's not just saying that every week. He is.
so I'm texting Damaris about the autistic sister situation. And I was like, but I'm not Division.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were backstage and Division didn't want to talk to the sister. So I went back on FaceTime and hey again.
Oh, you double back on the convo?
I was sitting there, a phone ended up back in my face. Hey again, show was great.
Oh yeah, you better than me.
Division's over there.
You're better than me.
Ma, what would you have done?
Oh, I would have hung up. I would have took my index finger. Hey, sis. Ended that call and said, listen, don't put no phone in my face again tonight. Like that's 2 times too much. Like don't do that again. People got to understand, like why would you put a phone in a stranger's face? Like that doesn't seem awkward to anybody. Like
Extremely weird.
it's weird.
I'm
like,
also not Division.
that's the weirder part about it. It's like I have nothing. I'm here like everybody else, just enjoying the show.
I also to this day don't know her sister's name, which I felt weird, but I do know what one of her medical conditions are.
Exactly, and that's all that matters. So let's shout out to Autistic Sister in Chicago. That's what her sister introduced her as, her autistic sister.
But then I'm thinking, because autistic people are very brilliant and like
Absolutely.
key into details so much better than the rest of us. Like I wonder if her sister was like, "Bitch, what the fuck is wrong
On the
with
other
you?"
end of the phone, like that was weird.
Yeah, like wait, I thought I was supposed to be the weird one.
She definitely looking like, who's this weird redheaded guy you keep putting on my fucking phone?
Because autistic people are way smarter than us and can read situations to some degree
And way more blunt.
differently. Yeah.
And very
for
blunt.
sure.
Very, very blunt.
While all that was happening, I feel like shit was crazy in Chicago last weekend. When you were with Jake from State Farm, I was with Division and said sisters. Tory and August were going nuts.
Nuts?
They were going crazy.
A gentleman that came up to me, we was at a spot, me and Joe Fresh Goods was at a spot, a little after spot, getting something to eat, chilling.
Something to eat, and I know what you said.
I mean, it was a restaurant.
What was her name?
And I bet it was.
And
a little munch.
no, never that.
Thought she was feeling
he
it?
a guy came up to a guy, I think he's a DJ. I think it's DJ Oreo.
Oh, Oreo, that's my guy. It's Chance's DJ.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. DJ Oreo.
that's my guy.
So he said, "Yo, man, just heard Tory Lanez knocked out August Alsina." So I said, "Huh?"
Mm.
That just doesn't. this sounds like some strange shit.
And
like,
mind you, Triple G and Canelo had just happened. Look at the fight we're talking
Triple
about.
G, exactly. So I'm like, word, like what happened? And he's like, I don't know. It was some show out here tonight, and you know they saying that Trey ran down on August and knocked him out. So I'm just like, so R&B beef is alive and well.
Absolutely. The R&B guys are fighting more than the rappers.
Yeah, I don't know why, but actually
Because rappers are shooting. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. So then we got some footage and video and things like that as the night went on and started to see what happened. And apparently, August Alsina had heard a record that Tory Lanez had did, where he alluded to the whole Jada Pinkett Smith situation. He said, if I fuck you or whatever, if something, I wouldn't snitch like
A
August.
bar. Okay. I see where you're getting at.
Like that.
If you let me beat, I'm not going to tell the world.
I'm not going to let everybody know that what we do, type of thing.
Well,
so
August did indeed snitch.
Absolutely, and it was a nasty. It was part of the rollout.
It was nasty snitching.
Yeah, it was nasty. It was, and I fuck with August, but that we always agreed that was just shit. He shouldn't have did that. Like that was just unnecessary. But so apparently August, that was his first. He had never met Tory Lanez.
Yep.
That was their first time meeting. And in the video, Tory looked like he genuinely was saying like, "What's up?" Like
It did
like,
appear
yo,
that
what's
way.
up, fam? Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, Tory probably forgot about that bar. He got so many records and songs. He probably forgot about that whole bar.
Also, I don't think that bar is.
It wasn't that
bad,
offensive.
like, yeah.
it wasn't that offensive.
If I indeed snitched about fucking the woman that I was fucking, and someone made a rap, if Fab went on and did a freestyle, I wouldn't be mad at Fab.
You can't be.
that's
Like,
a-
you got
that's
to
a bar.
understand that we're gonna see what happened. We're gonna use that to create a bar, a funny moment, whatever, because now it belongs to us as the spectators and the viewers and the fucking the party goers of whatever, the culture, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
culture.
Like, it's ours now. You put it out there, it's ours. We can do whatever we want with it. Apparently, August didn't like that. Their first time seeing each other, and Tory extended his hand to say, "What's up?" August looked at his hand, kind of like, "I'm not shaking your hand," and walked past him. Okay. Now, that's all the footage we have, and then we have footage of Tory, what seems like walking back in the direction that August was walking in moments later. But again, this can all be edited footage. We don't know exactly what time of the night that was when he was walking that way, but it seems as if he was walking back that way, and then we do know that
No, T-Pac was definitely moving through that backstage.
yeah, and then an altercation happened. We got some audio, I believe, too, of them confronting each other outside, or Tory confronting August outside, and August saying,
Just
I
odd,
hate when dudes don't keep that same energy." Now, again, unless there's something else we don't know about that Tory said about the situation, if it's just that bar from the song, it wasn't that deep, bro.
No.
Like, it wasn't that deep to say.
Wait,
don't
so
keep
who
that
was
same
saying
energy.
keep the same energy?
August was saying, I hate when you see dudes. and they
Okay,
don't keep
yeah,
that same
got you.
energy.
Okay.
So now I can't. There has to be some information that we don't have,
It appears that way.
because if he's going that deep and that hard pause off of Tory just saying like, "Yo, if we do whatever in the song, I won't snitch like August," you can't be that upset about that bar.
Well, I don't know Tory personally. I've never met him. What has been talked about by people that have met him in the industry is that he has a Napoleon complex.
Okay.
Do we think that this was a Napoleon complex situation where August did not meet him with the friendly dap or the pound?
It was definitely
And
egos.
somebody said, "Nah, Tory."
Oh, it was definitely egos being hurt, egos being bruised.
I just feel like
it is a
August-
level of disrespect when you extend your hand to a man and he doesn't shake
What if
it.
you just didn't see his hand because he's so short?
No, he saw his hand. He looked right at him and he kept moving. Like, he definitely saw his hand. He saw Tory extend his hand to say what's up. He knew from the time he saw him in that hallway, he was not going to say nothing to him.
I don't want to ego shame or like even get into that because I do in fact have an ego that I've been working on. I just don't feel like August not giving me dap would bruise mine very much.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just be honest. And
Now-
I've had a fragile ego before. I'm not here to shame Tory. I probably reacted to situations poor solely based off my ego and me being a towering 5'9". But I just feel like August. it just wouldn't do it for me.
but my thing is,
I just wouldn't run through backstage to be like, nah, keep that same energy.
Now, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Tory going outside and approaching him to understand what that was about. Like,
Yeah.
yo, like, why wouldn't you shake my hand? I'm not mad at that.
Well, it could have been a friend. Like, see, I don't know. Say I was backstage and I reached out for love from August with a pound, and he kept walking past me. And then Damaris was like, "You just gonna let hummus do that to you?" Like maybe I might get upset because the friends are just telling me.
Yeah, they put gas in it sometimes. They gas it.
Hami.
But,
Yeah. Like Hami's not gonna do that to you.
Yeah, but you
just gonna let Hami do that?
You can't. I would approach him to be like, "Yo, what's the issue?" Because especially if you have no idea, like it's just that bar. That's what you that mad at. It's like, all right, bro. Like that is what has you feeling like, yo, I don't keep the same energy.
But y'all are not looking at what I found so funny through that entire thing. Because I do agree with you.
It was the hat.
Oh, well, outside of that.
Okay.
I do agree with you. It could be like, yo, that was weird. Like, let me ask dude what the issue is. If I don't have an issue with you, just tell me what it is. It looked like it took Tory a while to find him. Like he was going through a maze. Every
No, that's
camera.
what I'm saying.
At what point do you just go, I think I'll just go back to my tour bus?
But
if he was right there, I could see it.
But
Bro,
that's
he
why
was
the whole
running
shit
around.
was funny because it's kind of like, did Tory like go on stage, perform, and then like once he got upstairs, like, nah, I can't let that go like that.
He was running around like that was a clue mystery.
No, he was
like
definitely
he could
running around
not
like,
find you.
No, he was walking through the halls like Pac in Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Like he had a mission. He wanted to find August and see, yo, why wouldn't you shake my hand? Why would you just disrespect me like that? Look at my hand and keep walking. Like I don't know what the issue is.
I just feel like after the fifth turn, it could be like, well, maybe we'll see him in the next city.
Now, August posted some pictures. It was a picture in the elevator that I was very confused about because I was like, is he okay? First of all, because he looked like he could barely stand up in the corner. Now I feel like August added some sauce on it. I feel like he leaned into it a little bit. Like
to Julian's point, I do think he took multiple photos. I think he did say to his friend, yo, take this flick, and then looked at it and said, nah, take another.
Yeah.
Nah, do a different angle.
Now Tory was with security, and August is do we have the post that August posted?
This picture is good though, because it does remind me of the days of playing corners. Anyone remember corners?
Oh, absolutely. So August posted a picture of him in the elevator. He says, as I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11" sized leprechaun ran down on me.
I'm offended. Stop. This is offensive.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think he was trying
to. Can you bleep out the
I'm sorry.
leprechaun?
A 4'11" sized Muppet baby ran down on me.
L word, I prefer.
Oh, L word. Okay. Yeah. A 4'11" sized L word ran, but isn't that like lesbian? L word? Isn't that a show called the L word?
There's a show called the L word.
Maybe with Mormons.
A 4'11" sized Lucky Charm ran down on me with 8 oversized security.
You said now you're just adding more racist sauce to it.
Lucky Charm. All right, ran down on me.
There's any bisexual?
A 4'11" sized Boston Celtic ran down on me with 8 oversized security niggas, whom I greeted each individually upon their walk up as they tried to press me. Whole time I'm 1 deep, no security. Tory continues to ask with a broken ego why I didn't dap him up. I go on to tell him I was a fan of him and didn't understand him speaking all my business publicly. Now, August, you spoke.
I have not read this. He didn't say that.
You spoke on your business publicly, August. We didn't know anything about this relationship. We didn't care about it. You gave it to us with Angela Yee. You sat down and gave us all the details, and then you rolled out
You
a
made
project.
a video that was a whole text conversation.
Yeah, like this. You spoke on your business publicly. You gave it to the public. Now it's the public's to do whatever they want with it. Anyway, he says in the past, because I don't know him or ever met him until last night. So when he spoke, it caught me off guard because of his past actions. I assumed he didn't like me. That's all. Not to mention with my history of health and condition just recently overcoming being paralyzed, my doctor directed me not to compromise my health while out on the road and shake as less hands as possible due to corona and monkeypox. Now, would you look at that monkeypox thing once again, Rory?
Yes.
You didn't want to smoke weed with somebody because of monkeypox, and they tried to end your career over it.
Simba said, "Be careful, monkeypox," and Flex said, "Freestyle of the year."
Drop the bomb on it.
I just don't understand. So everybody is understanding how contagious monkeypox is and trying to avoid it.
My doctor said, "Yo, don't dap anyone."
Yeah, don't dap anyone up. Never any disrespectful words were exchanged. So I was a bit confused at how somehow he turned himself up with anger after hitting a blunt laced with cocaine, obviously. Now, this is the funniest part of the entire message. He says he heard the fizzle. Now,
that was a seed.
August, how did you hear a fizzle of cocaine-laced weed in an environment where there was music, there were people talking? I don't know. Maybe you have great dog ears.
Is there a fizzle with cocaine? Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Is there a fizzle when you put coke in?
I don't do those things.
Rory?
And I can't tell you.
I smoked one of those when I was maybe 13 or 14 by accident. I didn't know.
Was it like Pop Rocks?
I don't remember the fizzle. I remember being upset that no one told me there was cocaine in this week. I think my focus was elsewhere. And someone said, "Oh, that's a Wu banger." I'm like, this is not the Wu-Tang I know.
Yeah, I didn't grow up on this. I didn't hear this record. And he snuck me when I turned my head to move to the side amongst all his antsy moving and to keep an eye on the endless niggas.
Tory
that
does
was
look
with him
antsy.
surrounding me.
Endless
Tory
niggas.
looks antsy.
I've been in a situation where it seemed like there was endless niggas in the hallway, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it out of here alive.
I thought this was an R&B show.
Yeah, this is the most dangerous situation in the world that night. In,
Should've
in
been at-
Chicago, of all places.
Should have been at Soho House with Jake from State
Had
Farm.
a great time with Jake from
endless
State Farm.
women.
Exactly. Which was security and some nigga with a gun tucked.
Oh, now you're telling public business.
Yo, he's
There he
such a
goes again, speaking publicly about private business, whom he then proceeded to run behind and hide to run back in the building. There was never a fight, simply an assault. Dude has no real friends and is on a crash out mission.
This is his lawyer's opening statement.
Oh, absolutely. With that said, I was going to keep it G. So you didn't keep it G. He understands that he didn't keep it G. With that said, I was going to keep it G and not come to the net, but you moving with foul intent, feeding falsities.
Or falsettos.
Yeah, whichever one you want to do. To blogs to look for a moment, because the moments ain't happening on stage for you. I will assist you in that gracefully.
Oh, God.
His people got the whole thing on camera. Put the footage out. I'd like to see it. Anyway, let me go clean this blood off my face with some Alsina wellness.
All right,
Wait,
I mean-
bro's made this a whole ad post?
Oh yeah, this was an ad. This was definitely an ad.
I mean,
Why, you
I
gotta lean
appreciate the
into it.
plug.
You gotta lean. Everybody's gonna be looking for it. Listen, throw Alsina wellness in there. Let's get some orders popping. Let me clean this blood off my face. The blood is dripping on my phone as I'm texting this caption.
It
to
is
you.
funny though. He didn't think to wipe the blood off before typing.
No,
this
you gotta
because you know he there was spelling mistakes. He had to proofread this. Ask his mans how they sound.
Now, I do believe August, this is all, he just leaned into it. He just had fun with it. I believe he just added some humor into this whole caption. But I do believe that in the scuffle, Tory had security. I believe the security probably roughed August up as well. And, that's just how it happened. He has his elbows bruised, his knees.
We're not.
He has a little shiner on his chin, a little busted lip.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like an eventful night out in Chicago.
Sometimes you get a little eye jammy, little lip jammy.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about the common denominator in all this.
Alcohol, drugs.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
How was that the common denominator?
If you were to look at the past disagreements with men that have led to getting smacked
Okay.
and the public having an uproar, if you will,
Mhm.
what is the common denominator?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
She's
So
catalyst.
who is the issue with this entire thing? We can talk about Tory and being immature with an Napoleon complex. We talk about August putting business out there. But what is the common denominator in this entire thing of 2022?
Women.
Yes.
Damaris.
Yes.
Y'all gonna let this white man attack black women like this?
It just amazes me the things that Damaris likes.
She's really good at spinning shit.
What? Yeah, but
She
this
does have that joker. Anytime I say anything, she's like, "You're just gonna let this white man say that?"
It's the same card and it works every time.
No, it's infinity. It'll never stop.
It works.
now, in all seriousness, this is Tory is obviously still fighting the whole Megan case. I think they're due back in court in December. This can't look. I mean, I know his lawyers are probably like,
What are you doing?
bro, what the fuck is going on?
I know Megan
Over a
lawyers
dap?
were like, ha ha.
Yeah,
Over
like
a dap?
this is
Got his ass.
this is not good. This doesn't look good. To Tory security, because in the footage that we saw, it looked like his security was kind of like down.
They was
trying
with
to
it.
find- yeah, like they were down with trying to find August. Like, let's go back. Now,
They had ample time to stop him through the maze he was going through to find Mr. August.
I'm not. Listen, when you're successful and you have money, you feel like you can do whatever you want. You have people that you hire that work for you. Tory, you got to understand, the people you got around you are supposed to protect you. And this was never supposed to turn into a physical situation. I understand, you want to kind of figure out why August didn't shake your hand. So you didn't want to go back and have a conversation. But your security's job is to make sure that you're never in a situation where you have to get physical, where things get physical around you. They're there to protect you, to keep you out of the way of anything happening. And if you're facing a case as serious as a shooting case that's still get ready to go to trial, your security is supposed to be extra, extra cautious of having you in any situation where things could get physical, where an assault could happen, an assault charge might happen out of this, like we don't know. But it's just like, I just don't understand how dudes continue to put themselves in these positions where it's not healthy for them. It's not helpful. It's like, bro, you're facing some serious shit. And now on top of that, this is what hits the net and this is what everybody is talking about. Like, it just doesn't look good for you. It just does not look good for you. And it's fucked up because you have people around you that are supposed to keep the bullshit away from you. You're actually paying them to keep bullshit away from you. But they look like they're assisting you in approaching and jumping into bullshit. And we all from, listen, if we out, you've been out, Rory, with the homies and things happen, somebody do something disrespectful, but you're not facing a serious trial such as a shooting,
that
right?
Never happens.
So it's like, I'm paying these people to protect me, to keep me out of bullshit, keep bullshit from entering my matrix and entering, my vicinity. That video didn't look like they were trying to stop
your DAP airspace.
Yeah, like it's sad, man, because it's while we can laugh at the caption and things like that, when you got to stand in court and face lawyers and DAs and all this other shit, all these people that are laughing and these captions it's not gonna help you in these situations. So,
I mean, I'm just happy to see that no matter what adversity that Will Smith faces, he always comes out on top.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what happens, Will always be number one. And do you think for the next Chicks tape, maybe parents just don't understand? Easy clearance. Summertime, easy clearance. There's a lot that Tory can do with Will's catalog when it comes to the Chicks tapes.
I believe he was on a summertime set. What was it, Fab? Summertime Shootout?
Tory
had the hook for that.
Okay, now we know why it was cleared.
I believe that was Tory.
Tory owed a favor to Will.
100 favors.
I know the real Smith.
Yo, owing the real Will Smith 100 favors.
Yeah.
You're like, what did you do? Like, how do you owe Will so many favors?
In the moment where he's going down the hallway and that woman screams out, "Don't do it, Tory. You just shot Meg." Do you think either Tory or any of his security guards like doubled back and were like, she's got a point?
But even that, it was just like, because she said it in what seemed like a joking manner. It's like,
definitely.
How are women joking about that?
You have not been on social media.
I'm not big on social media. I don't really.
There is plenty of women that support Tory over Megan.
That's just weird. I'm sorry, that's just weird. Listen, shit happens, and I've said it from day one. If he did indeed do that, he's a sucker and a clown for that.
I agree.
But I just don't understand how people could then turn that into a joke, because you know what it is? I guess I know me and how hard I ride for, if I get a call from one of my sisters or my cousins or my nieces saying that, a guy they was with just shot them. I know where it's going for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't play with shit like that. Like, I know that, my sisters and, my nieces, boyfriends, they date them, arguing. I don't care about it. The one thing I tell any dude that's dating any girl in my family is, bro, I don't care about arguments. Just please never put your hands on my sister, my niece, my cousin. Like, that's all I ask.
It's fair.
I can only imagine getting a call from my sister in the ER saying that a dude just shot her. Like, that's not a joke. Like, we not playing with that, because we know what could happen when you pull a gun and fire a gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't direct that bullet once it leaves that chamber. So now if I get a call that you killed my sister, it's just, now we got to go a whole nother way with it. Now it's going to be bloodshed. It's going to be all kind of shit going on that can be avoided, because what? Her ego was hurt, because words were exchanged. What are we talking about? So for women to jokingly just throw that out there, it's kind of like, damn, like, that's where we are now. We could joke about shit like that, like a girl getting shot.
Welcome to 2022. I don't agree. I'm just telling you
it's
what
sad.
it is.
And like I said, I'm not, from day one, I never convicted Tory of this. I said if, because people love to miss that word. If he is indeed guilty of that, he's a clown for that.
Well, and we can wrap this up, but you are the only one in the room that has been in August's position before, because you have in fact been on a Tory Lanez album. He did sample your voice. You were using it wrong. So how would you have reacted as someone that's been on an audio experience by Tory Lanez?
If
he has put you on his album.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were backstage in Chicago and Tory was there and he put his hand out for DAP, would you handle it the same way Mr. Alsina did?
Yeah, I don't think I would dap him. No, I don't think so. But I would explain it though.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, bro, you going through some things right now that I'm not from that cloth. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't jack that. I jack real. Whatever's real is what I'm jacking. That ain't a real situation. And again, not saying he's guilty, but you just involved in something that, because I put myself in that situation, right?
Well, because you have been to the Jenner's house. So
Well, yeah. But aside from
a lot
that,
of situations in this scenario you've been a part of.
but if you're out with
Been out before.
Damaris,
Been out with her.
Damaris's homegirl,
Been out with her homegirls.
and security,
There was no security.
right? But just say that's the
Definitely
situation,
need it though.
And I'm not saying that in the bragging way that rappers say. We couldn't afford it.
right? If Damaris ends up with a bullet in her foot
Oh, well, I
from
don't
a
wanna go
gun
there.
that you own,
Mm.
you can only expect that I'm not. You would have to tell me, bro, how did that happen?
I
Because
can't foresee a podcast episode happening that Monday.
this is all I'm saying.
Just can't foresee it.
So it's like, and not only that, it's like, if Damaris goes out with me and her homegirl, me, Damaris, and her homegirl go out and I have my security, do you think a bullet from my gun is going to end up in Damaris's foot at the end of the night?
I would hope not.
But this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's just like, I have enough control of the situation
Yeah.
to where it's like, that's just not happening. Like, it's just not going to happen. I control
I'm with you.
my situation, my environment. Y'all come out with me. We in the same car. Nobody's leaving here with a bullet in their foot from my gun. That's not happening.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but Tory's the wild card. I think he's proven that. Like he's the problem.
But this is what I'm. This
Not
is what,
Jada.
This is what I'm trying to. No, not Jada. This is what I'm trying to say. It's
Wait,
like,
no. First of all, Kane lasted that whole summer until he started fucking with Jada and got murked on the way to
that's
Atlanta.
Another thing, like, you got Kane. He didn't even want to go to Atlanta.
You forced him to help you move and then move to Atlanta with you.
Sharif got killed. He was just helping him take boxes to
They
the
was
car.
trying to go to Kansas.
Yeah, it's just Jada. God damn it. You owe us an explanation. You got Cleo smoked.
And
you was on the bus.
Didn't you
just
convince
looking at-
Pac to take his mail truck across the country or some shit?
No, that was Janet.
Oh, it was Janet. Never mind.
I was like, why you? Like, come on, bro.
No, that
I'm
was
mixing up my
That was
Pac and
Janet.
Jada movies.
That was Janet. And Pac blamed her for his cousin getting killed. Like, that was
Well, it was
Pac-
kind of Janet's fault when you think about it.
It was not Janet's fault.
Well, her timing was bad.
Pac wanted to stop for barbecue and play spades.
Word.
Like, nigga, like, why Janet be like, nigga, you stop to play spades and eat barbecue with these people that we don't even know. Like, that ain't my fault. Like,
Yes. We could have diffused this
yeah,
confrontation if we were on
been
time.
made it to Oakland. Like, nigga, you wanted to stop and eat fucking barbecue and play cards,
He
nigga.
didn't eat pussy because he stopped and fucked her by the ocean. Like,
Yeah, well, I
Well,
would've
made
stopped.
love.
Yeah, I would have stopped at by the ocean and made love to Janet Jackson as well. If we just being honest, like, if I'm driving a mail truck and it's an ocean, I'm like, you know what, we got 20 minutes.
One of my favorite Pac quotes is when he said, "If I can make love to Janet Jackson, I will take 4 AIDS tests."
Absolutely. What are we talking about? What? I would test me all week.
No, in Pac's
background
defense,
is Janet made him take an AIDS test before she would kiss him because this was back in '93 when nobody knew exactly how AIDS was getting spread around. So she made him take an AIDS test before she allowed
Listen,
him to
for
kiss her.
Janet, to kiss Janet back then, they could have plugged me up like they did Wolverine when they was putting anti-antium in his fucking in his
Anti.
whatever it's called. Anti-antium. What is
Anti-antium?
it called?
and,
You're talking about
you
like
got
the
it.
Annie, like the pretzels?
No, not Annie's. The fucking
Well, whatever they put on the
Whatever-
antidepressants
whatever-
is
whatever-
crack.
whatever
Like, you
turns
could
his
put
blood-
that into my DNA.
Adamantium.
adamantium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the shit from Wakanda, right? It's the metal. It's like
Yes.
yeah. See,
So
see how
that's
the
what you
title-
would want before you fuck Janet.
plug me up.
Not
Test-
a Viagra, not
Run
just,
all the
just,
run
just
all
from
the
the
tests.
antium.
You're not
Run
a
all the
Viagra?
tests.
The anti-antium on you.
Run all the fucking tests you need on me. As long as at the end of these tests, I get to kiss on Janet, I'm cool. I don't give a fuck.
Squats
Yo,
and
look
red
what,
wine.
like, just look what Kane overcame all the way through that movie. Just for Jada to do that. Never mind.
And he was younger than Jay. Like, people don't ever talk about that. Like, how old was she in that? It's supposed to be in that.
Well, I think
In Menace to Society.
they were suggesting that Pinnell was kind of a nasty man and was
you don't
dealing
say.
with a
younger chick?
much younger woman.
Okay.
Is what I gathered from that entire thing.
Oh, speaking of nasty, man, you
Yo,
niggas
and
is
Kane
out-
just bought his son a big wheel, taught him how to shoot. If she didn't bust in the door and stop Kane from teaching her son how to shoot,
Don't do that.
maybe
No,
there could
don't
have
do
been some
that.
bust
No,
back
no,
instead.
No, we're not doing
And
that.
Kane
We're
would have been all
not-
right.
We're not doing that. Speaking of nasty niggas, you niggas is out here eating NyQuil chicken.
You know, Arlena's cousin creeped across his own front yard. No one ever found that funny. Like, why?
No, he thought
it was his own front yard.
That's why you ain't.
But he was going to go kill someone. He wasn't trying to get killed.
You didn't hear homie in the car. Man, just get in the car. like what you looking
He
for?
went like this.
Nah, he knew he was about to go on a mission. The FDA warns that you should not be eating NyQuil chicken. Now, I don't know if the FDA needed to warn you niggas about eating NyQuil chicken, but you have reached a new level of stupid, and I hope each and every one of you that are trying this cuisine die. That's
Is
what I
that
hope
just
for.
from a vegan standpoint you're saying that?
No, I just hope you die. If you're stupid enough to pour NyQuil into a pot with chicken.
Oh, so lean. You're talking about lean. Yes, we put Sprite in it, and you didn't stop us.
I hope you niggas die. That we need the earth sometimes needs to purge itself of stupid idiots. And this is the way that the earth needs to purge.
Well, I don't know.
Die. All of you.
Maul, is there like a specific drink you like with a dish? Like if you're, I don't know, having a nice, what do you got? Cauliflower, buffalo cauliflower? Do you like maybe like a nice red wine with that?
If I'm eating like some peas and rice and some oyster mushrooms or something, some veggies, or I'll drink some red wine or something.
Okay, so that makes sense to me. Now, if I am addicted to lean and I also want to have dinner that night,
It's true.
maybe I want to put a good pairing together.
NyQuil is it's a drug, first of all.
That it definitely is.
You should not be dousing your fucking chicken in a half a bottle or how you decide to get
It
it.
looks like it's all white kids.
This is going to sound insensitive. If you're dousing your chicken in NyQuil, do it. Die. Like I don't think you shouldn't be here. Let's let natural selection do what it does.
Let's let the earth purge itself.
Like if I've been a child, and trust me, if someone said, "Hey, put NyQuil over all that chicken," I would say no.
Yeah.
So if you in fact want to do this, I'm not going to stop you. And whatever happens to you, I'm going to be honest, I do not care. And I think natural selection is a real thing.
It absolutely is. The earth is going to decide who stays and who doesn't. I think that if you're baking or frying or whatever you idiots on TikTok are doing with NyQuil.
Well, frying is a bit too much. I mean, baking is a bit healthier, so I'm okay with the baked chicken.
How do these things just do? So we're obviously in a race to see who could be stupid first.
No, you know what I think? I think we're just so desperate for quick entertainment. I don't think anyone really did this. I think it's one of those things that the whole internet gets outraged about, and no one actually did it. They cooked it, and then the TikTok was over.
Oh,
I
so
really
they
don't.
They
I really
don't show
don't
them
think,
eating it.
I don't really think people are actually, even if they took a bite, I just don't think people are really doing this.
Yeah,
I don't think people are really being influenced to do this. I don't think there's kids that are really doing it.
Nah, because we've seen people do stupid shit.
I don't know. The way Julian's pulling it all up, it looks like a lot of people are doing this.
But are they actually eating it?
Probably not.
We see them actually pouring the NyQuil over the chicken, but are they actually?
Which, by the way, y'all are fucking rich because NyQuil right now is like $16.
It's just white kids. This is
it's
maybe
white
because
kids
they have no seasoning in their home.
I was gonna say there's no fucking seasoning
and this
on
is
the
it.
chicken.
This is their seasoning.
No, further than that,
Well, sometimes
you know they're
when you
white
have-
because you're not taking a black mother's NyQuil and just pouring that shit in chicken in her kitchen. That's not.
You know how expensive NyQuil is?
Yeah, they're not doing that.
And Damaris, sometimes when you get like a good cut of steak, you don't want to overly season or whatever. NyQuil is just that potent that you don't want to mix it with any salts or anything. You want the chicken to be bare with the NyQuil so it can seep into the
This
into
is really
the
just
breast.
the same as as Gen Z when they were eating Tide Pods. There's something seriously wrong with Gen Z. Like we need to study their fucking
They need
brains.
to just.
Okay, we're gonna edit that out.
Do we need to edit it out?
They're trying to. Let
Word.
them do it.
Oh,
Go
I know a
ahead.
bunch of easier ways.
Bro, listen. If
Yeah,
you
just go to
wanna
school.
Listen, if you want to eat
Jesus
Tide Pods, and
was-
you want to eat NyQuil chicken, and you want to fucking eat fucking whatever else they're out here doing, listen, bro. Don't try to find creative. Just do it. Like Nike. Nike's been telling you for years. Just do it. Don't pussyfoot with it. Don't tiptoe around. Run straight towards it. NyQuil over chicken. Oh, this will get my TikTok numbers and the algorithm going.
Maul is like that girl they made a series about that told her boyfriend, like, yo, can you stop texting me?
and he did. And she was like, I didn't say anything.
I mean, it's just because you fucking around and you playing like all this stupid shit. This is clearly not good for your health. This can clearly harm you severely or even kill you.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You could knock out.
For the long run, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the
don't know,
long
man.
knockout.
My generation was mixing Hypnotic and Hennessy, so I don't know if I have a ground to stand on with this one.
I put that over chicken.
Hypnotic and Hennessy?
I've definitely put Hennessy on chicken before.
Incredible Hulk wings.
The Incredible Hulk wings or something.
It's not a bad idea. See, maybe
That is a bad idea. Don't try to put the white voice. That's not a bad idea. That is a bad idea.
maybe we should sacrifice
We'll get
ourselves
them
with
tonight
Gen
in
Z.
DC.
Hennessy and Hypnotic over
They definitely
fucking.
got him in DC.
Maul,
Rose bar.
Maul, I drank Four Locos before they were recalled. I don't know if I have a ground to stand on with the NyQuil chicken shit.
What was the crazy? I'm trying to think of the craziest shit we did.
Four Locos wins.
Four Locos
for,
pretty
for my
crazy.
generation. Four Locos wins, bro.
Yeah, but Four Loco was, yeah, that was crazy, but it wasn't as crazy as this shit.
I once saw a kid
This is fucking crazy.
I once saw a kid
NyQuil
put
chicken is insane.
4 warheads, that was it called, those sour warhead things, into a Sprite and drink it.
Oh my
So
God, I
here's the
remember
thing.
that trend.
I've seen, when I was a kid, we did some
Rory,
dumb shit.
This is, if you look at the teleprompter, Rory. What
The
do you-
teleprompter, that's my
what-
TV.
What do you and all of these people have in common?
Lack of melanin.
They're all lack melanin.
No, first
Like
of all, the
chicken.
kid that did the warhead thing was black, I think.
Yeah, but he hung out in a
He
white
was
neighborhood. He
racially ambiguous in the face.
Yeah, he was influenced by your people, man. Look at this shit, man. This is.
It's blue chicken.
It's why are we doing this?
Now, do you think
are we this bored?
Okay, do you think, you know how like women are very materialistic and shit?
Yeah.
Do you think they call the kids that buy like just the Rite Aid brand, like Brokies?
Brokies.
Like, oh, that's not even like, you're not even putting the real
it's not
NyQuil
even
on it,
that
Brokey.
strong.
Wait,
Yeah,
you still
yeah.
date men that
Yeah.
use the store brand?
Yeah. I just think that Generation Z has just absolutely lost their fucking minds.
Well,
But we knew
there's
that
a
already.
reason they're named that. There's nothing left after Z. The alphabet ends.
This is a whole new level of dumb and stupid. And if you're actually dumb to try this, hey, listen, man. Hope make your peace with God and go on your way. I guess I
I
don't know.
feel like this is pussy though because my generation we mixed the original Four Loco with Everclear.
Yeah, there's
They got drunk off it. Like that's real nigga shit. This
And then instead we were like, oh, this is too much. Let's put fruit punch that has 10,000 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
That'll make it feel better.
I saw something over the weekend where they're putting alcohol through a Brita water filter and they're taking the alcohol taste out of it, but you can still get drunk.
Mhm.
That's very dangerous.
That's all right. I think you guys are just telling me things that are on the internet that are challenges but aren't really true.
No, that's true though.
Cheap vodka poured through a Brita filter tastes like water. It's all coming from TikTok.
And what else?
And this is not Generation
What
Z.
else do these
are
gentlemen?
grown ass men. These are 2 grown gay men
What do these? And then what do these? What do these guys have in common with Rory?
that they fuck.
They both lack melanin.
No, well, black people were doing that too. But there's I don't think that this is weird. I think that this is a
Well,
cool
don't do
challenge.
that because there was a few Florida cases of bath salts that were not white people.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but y'all brought
Y'all
it
were
in.
going crazy off the bath
Yeah,
salts.
but y'all brought it in the country.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, we
your
can't.
fault. Y'all brought it in.
Hi, y'all.
Wait, so Obama filled the hoods with bath salts?
Yeah, absolutely.
He flooded the
Oh, he
flooded the baths.
He had the streets going crazy off the salts. Did you see them in Miami? One dude ate some dude's face in the middle of the
That
street.
shit was so scary. Bath salts scared me.
Sorry.
Oh, look at
Explain.
Okay. just
look at this tender man.
He's wearing a Barry's boot camp that matches his glasses. All right, so explain.
Wait,
this
why
is
is he doing it with red wine?
But you know the kids know how to do the editing tricks and shit.
He's not editing though. That's true. It's a true thing.
Did you try it?
We can try it. Yeah, we'll try it. We can try it. Oh, we should try it on TikTok.
Bro, that is sick.
Okay, but red wine doesn't taste bad. Like, just drink the
Yeah, I'm
wine.
about to say, I don't think you
You're
should
trying
be
to
doing that
filter out
with
the
wine.
flavor.
Yeah, this is just another trend of stupid shit. Please don't filter out alcohol and
Oh, I see what the outrage is. Dumb brain of mine. You can offer someone water and it actually be alcohol.
Exactly.
I didn't. Well, I don't think that way.
Yeah.
So
it's
it doesn't
dangerous.
pop in my
It's
mind.
dangerous. You could have somebody sitting there, they think they're drinking water, and the whole time you're getting them drunk.
Can we try this on Patreon?
No. Well, you can.
I
That
mean,
could be your debut.
I'll try it with you.
yeah, I'll try it. Can we do it with NyQuil first? See what filters out of NyQuil?
I'm never doing.
Because there's alcohol in NyQuil.
Well, so Maul can participate. We can put cauliflower in the NyQuil.
No,
mix.
I want y'all to do it, and then let me write your obituaries.
We could put the
about that?
chicken through the Brita so it takes out all the meat, and then Maul can have the. Never mind.
Yeah, again, these are one of those things. If you're stupid to try this, listen, man, make your peace with God and go on your merry way.
I say do
Walk
it.
into the light.
I say do it. I liked when the kids were on Zoom.
That little light that you see, walk into it. Go ahead, keep going. Yeah,
Though, I mean, it did thin up traffic when the kids were on Zoom, but I think this is probably a result of kids being on Zoom to learn.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm at home. I might as well take the NyQuil and the chicken. Do you think, what would be even worse if you were defrosting the chicken all day and mom came home and it was covered in NyQuil?
The ass whooping you would get.
Oh my God. I don't even want to think about that ass whooping.
Yeah, easily go to sleep. Don't need a NyQuil.
Kanye says he doesn't read, Rory.
What?
I don't know if you believe that or not. Kanye West has told someone in an interview, I believe it was with, I don't know, I forgot what platform he was doing this on, but he said reading is like eating Brussels sprouts. And you niggas stand online to buy his sneakers.
Y'all don't like Brussels sprouts?
Well, I was waiting for the rest of that quote. I wanted to put an edit mark.
I actually haven't read any book. Reading is like eating Brussels sprouts for me, and talking is like getting the Giorgio Baldi corn ravioli.
Okay, I haven't had that corn ravioli, but
It sounds fire.
Brussels sprouts, we were wrong about as kids.
Brussels sprouts.
They tricked us to think
if
that
you
was going
char
to be
them
some
a little
bad.
bit. Oh, get them charred, nice and
some
charred up
butter,
just a
some
little bit.
NyQuil on them.
Yeah, literally just.
Olive oil, yeah, real good. Love it.
So yeah, probably the wrong, I think, food to add to reading to make his point. But in this, I think in the same interview, he said he wants to abolish steps and staircases. So,
Yeah.
I don't know which Kanye we're talking to today.
Listen, man, Kanye, I don't believe you. I believe you can't. There's no way you can be that successful.
I think he read his own quote afterwards, though.
Didn't he go to college? Wasn't he a college dropout?
I believe that was the name of his first album, yes.
You can't make it that far not reading books. So that's cap. We know that that's a lie. Kanye is just on a run of saying shit that he just feels like he can say and get away with because everybody's going to take whatever he says literally and just run it all over every fucking platform. And this is just another one. Kanye definitely reads. I don't know why he would tell these people that he doesn't read.
I'm never mad at what Kanye says outside of harmful things. It's always the people he's talking to and their level of
They
just
hold on to every word.
admiration they have
Like, really?
for him. Like,
You don't read.
I know Zane Lowe hates me, and we've already talked about that interview. But when he was on that other podcast with, I guess, those CEOs of an incredible company and have built an amazing thing, when he said, yeah, I think we should just like abolish staircases, they looked at him like he just invented the fucking wheel. He was like, no, now that I think about it, staircases suck. Like, bro, you're changing the world.
But
It's like, all right, man.
It's because of his influence. They know how much influence obviously he has. They've done the research. They've looked at the numbers, and they realize that he has a cult-like following at this point. And anything that he says and he presents forward to his followers and his admirers, they're going to run with. So, it's all about money. It's all about wanting to be the first to be in business with Kanye because his influence is that tremendous around the world. So people are going to take anything he says literally and say, hey, listen, he might be right.
But then it had me thinking, this is Kanye's influence. After he said that, we were in Chicago, and I walked up some steps, and I was like, my knees hurt.
He might be right. It might be time to get rid of these things.
But I think it is odd that Kanye's talking about anything that we walk on while selling sneakers. But, that's neither here nor there.
He admitted jokingly that Sway does have the answers indeed after almost 10 years of the iconic interview with Sway on the morning show. Where Sway told him, hey, listen, why don't you just do this on your own so you don't need these people? And Kanye said, how? Like, you don't have the answer, Sway, like, whatever. I will say, while it was dope for Kanye to say Sway does have the answers.
Yeah.
Of course, that is after 10 years of work and building and Kanye becoming a billionaire.
Yeah, well, he said that when he was in debt. And was like, no, I need some money.
Yeah.
I
So
can't do
now
it
that he's a
myself.
billionaire, so today, Sway has the answers. Listen, man, I get it. Trump was only trying to sell books when he ran for president, and look what happened. He actually won. So Kanye is trying to sell sneakers. He's trying to sell clothes. Why not put your name on the ballot and see what happens?
Well, how far do we think it's going to go? Because, of course, I don't think Kanye is going to get elected, but I would have said that about Trump 10 years ago.
No, Kanye will not.
I'm just saying, who's going to be the next, how the fuck did this person?
I hope he at least makes it to the debates. I want to see him on the debates.
Well, he made it to... Well, he did one campaign thing when he was wearing the mask and the bulletproof vest, screaming, I killed my daughter. But we were like, no, North is right there.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's not what he said. He said that he had contemplated abortion.
Yes, I remember.
And
I'm misquoting a politician. Okay.
Yeah. He's not a politician.
I'm fake news. I'm fake news.
He's not.
How is he not a politician?
Kanye's not a politician. He's a creative. But yeah, listen, man, have
Who is
fun,
it? Mark
Kanye.
Cuban? Is it Elon Musk? We're gonna get someone soon.
As a president?
Yes.
The Rock.
Though I think Mark Cuban, I would like to hear more from him. I think Mark Cuban might actually be a good idea.
I think the next celebrity turned president that we will see is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Fam, if
I think that a lot of people would actually vote for The Rock. I believe they would. I don't think enough people would vote for Kanye. I don't think the voting America really cares. The small percentage of America, because I believe it's only less than 50% of the country that actually votes anyway, right? It's something crazy like that.
Small. Yeah.
I believe that there's not enough of those people that would actually vote for Kanye. So,
well, I mean, what about Adam Levine? He cheated on his wife. Bill Clinton did. Those are some good years, right?
well, if
Trump
we're looking
did
at
too.
the legacy
No,
of
what?
presidents
Trump did not cheat on his
cheating,
wife.
Adam
He's a
Levine
Christian.
Adam Levine is right there. He's on his way. He's checked one of the boxes.
He's got his first cheating scandal.
Oh yeah, he's got his first cheating scandal. Adam Levine, Instagram model says I love when they say Instagram model. You're a sex worker, young lady. Instagram model says she had an affair with a married Maroon 5 frontman.
That's
Adam
the
Levine.
medical term for sex worker.
Yeah,
It's Instagram.
Instagram model says she's had. But listen to this. Instagram model says she had an affair with a married Maroon 5 frontman, Adam Levine. So you knew this man was married, and you continued to have sex and sleep with him anyway.
Adam better not have brought this young harlot around PJ Morton, because I will be upset.
She says she shared the screenshots of Levine asking if he could name his unborn third child with supermodel Behati Prinsloo after her. Adam, I don't know why you would ask this sex worker to borrow her name for the birth of your child.
Boom, boom, turn up. Good.
well, can we hold on before we get ahead of ourselves? Can we Google what that name means? Because there's anything to do with work, I'm going.
Sumner?
So no, it's a housing project in Brooklyn. He wanted to name his child after the Sumner
Yeah,
houses.
keep it grounded. Like this is where you'll end up. If you don't listen to dad, you'll end up in some of the houses.
You'll end up just like your sister Marcy.
Marcy.
Holy fucking fuck. That body of yours is Adam, is this how you getting your shit off?
I mean, he's old.
No, this is some loser
That
shit.
body of yours is absurd.
Absurd.
Listen to this harlot. Next date, I'll be like, do you want to make out with the devil?
Wait,
Yeah.
is there some deleted messages in between this?
But look at Adam. He got right back to it. Haha. How are you such an hourglass? My God. He got right back to talking about the
My
ass.
God.
My God.
And he definitely played Running with the Devil.
And
Wow,
then
he
she
sent
says,
that.
ah, ha, 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 ha. And then Adam says, seriously, fuck. You know the white boy fuck. Seriously, fuck. You know Adam was jerking off when he wrote this shit. Seriously, fuck.
Fuck.
She sent the photo with probably was her asshole winking at him. And then,
I may need to see the booty.
no, that was the booty. He thought that she was really winking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she said no booty shots. Okay, he said I may need to see the booty. Watching your ass jiggle on that table will permanently scar me, but otherwise I'm amazing.
Adam is getting some sick shit off. Is that a compliment or not?
You know, reading these celebrities' DMs,
Wait, all right, you
like
look
I
at-
feel much better about the shit that I sent.
Which era is that? How old is Adam?
Adam has got to be about 42.
Is absurd a compliment? Saying I'm scarred for life,
Well,
but
when
looking
you
at
say
your body is not.
when you say a woman's body is absurd, usually they take that as they'll start giggling like you know.
I miss when the other white songstresses said your body is a wonderland.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great record, by the way.
It was.
He said "fuck" again. He said I'd do anything for it, and
Wait,
then sent the
wait, I
face
didn't
like
know
he
that.
was on
I
shrooms.
didn't know that emoji existed.
Yeah, that's the shroom face. And then
That's a sound
what's her
journey
name?
face.
Stro.
No, this is a dip. So after the first one, other women were exposing
This
him
is what
as
he's
well.
naming-
This
This is what he's naming his fifth
different
child.
girl.
Oh, well, this woman, she said, ah, ha, 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 too.
You guys need to apologize to
This
Nick
is Sumner,
Cannon.
I think. This is still Sumner.
No, that's a whole different woman.
No, but it's a woman from TikTok explaining it, but that's not.
Listen to what he
Those
said
are
he would do to her
Sumner's
body.
messages.
He said, I'd buy it a steak dinner and whisper sweet nothings into it.
Bro, what?
I want to tattoo my ass. Adam, listen, I know drugs when I hear drugs.
Yo,
I want to tattoo my ass
getting
now.
an ass tattoo is crazy.
Nate may come to Maui and tattoo me and surf. I need to put some clouds behind the Reaper.
Yo.
Nah, I'm about to text him my Instagram. I need to put some calls.
I'm definitely about to text a chick like, yo, let me put some clouds behind your Reaper. The fuck is
Put a
Adam?
rooter in your tutor.
Yeah, what the fuck is Adam talking about?
Rory's wasn't sexy.
That's what my
But
DM
then
said.
a bunch of girls started faking messages and like coming out and saying he was hitting on them too, but like they were lying.
He said it's a Laura Croft.
Holy fuck. Holy fucking fuck. That body of yours is absurd.
Hey man, Laura Bencroft.
Adam, I'm not gonna lie, man. I thought you were a cool guy before I read your DMs to women. You are a fucking moron. You are a fucking clown.
Well, she replied with a video, right? And it said she didn't know that they were married and that they were doing the Hollywood
Yeah, no,
thing.
nobody knew Adam Levine was married.
She's only on
No
Instagram,
idea.
not Google.
Yeah, no idea. Nah, Adam, get your shit off, man. Fuck it, man. You just a hornball. It is what it is. Be a man.
Can we go to his response? Because I do want to get to something
Oh,
else.
his PR came up with one. Let's hear it. Adam says, a lot is being said about me right now. Man, I want to clear the air.
That's the white version of Fab saying somebody did this.
Absolutely. I used poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. I did not have an affair.
Nevertheless,
I crossed the line during a regrettable period in my life. In certain instances, it became inappropriate.
which
Is that not admission to an affair?
Absolutely.
okay, but I just want to know at what fuck did it become inappropriate? Like where was the fuck
The 30
line?
It was
No,
the 6K.
Yeah, the 34th one. The 34th K that he used.
Yeah.
In certain instances, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that and taken proactive steps to remedy this with my family. My wife and my family is all I care about in this world. To be this naive and stupid enough to risk the only thing that truly matters to me was the greatest mistake I could ever make, Rory.
Of course.
I will never make it again. I take full responsibility. We will get through it. And we will get through it, guess what? Together.
Okay.
That's some bullshit. First of all, you're not taking full responsibility because you're saying, "Oh, I was just flirting with her in the DMs." You was fucking.
I
that
was
girl.
just fucking them girls. I was gonna get right.
He was
back.
going to get right back to Maris. He was coming home.
But okay, but
maybe
taking
not tonight,
full
but in the morning.
responsibility is saying I was fucking her. You could tell he's still lying to his wife, saying I didn't fuck her. I didn't fuck her.
Oh,
We
of
were
course.
just flirting
Well,
in the DMs.
well,
that girl fully came out and said I was fucking with him for a year.
But,
Bitches be lying.
Until a sex tape comes out, you have to die with the lie. Until you actually
the
see me,
sex tape comes
until you see me penetrating this woman, it's just text messages. It's just word.
Well, you know why this will work? Because you have to understand, celebrities will win in regards. Because my mother, who I've talked about on this podcast, is the biggest Adam Levine fan
Yes,
of all
she
time.
is.
We went to Philly to watch him and the rest of Maroon 5 perform, where my mother was screaming at the top of her lungs. I think I even played the audio on this podcast when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I texted my mom because I knew she'd be distraught all day, like more than like when Prince died. Said, how devastated are you about the Adam Levine news? This is my mom trying to also take accountability, but still say, hey, I'm a stan.
Yeah.
Disappointed in him. His wife was expecting the third child, but he was just stalking those women. No physical relationships.
Yeah, he never touched him.
Yeah, get the fuck.
Never.
That's like when Bill Clinton said, it depends what your definition of is.
Yeah.
That's such a bar.
Did you understand? Did you understand what he was saying? though? It depends. What's your definition? I don't know.
But my mother fully believes this
If my
response.
husband was in a bitch DMs saying holy fucking fuck, he would no longer be my husband. That is so embarrassing. You're a fucking munch. Like you're embarrassing.
A
as
munch.
Fuck.
He said,
I was told that the young dudes don't give a fuck about being called munch. They eat pussy and go home the same night.
Yeah, they do. They don't care.
well, also the old dudes are scarred for life because that ass was on a glass table.
Adam.
So let's not get into the young guys like that right
I
now.
just always
the
thought
old guys is going nuts.
Yo, I just always thought Adam was just like a cooler guy than this, though. I never thought that this
He
is
does
how
give
he's
cool
getting
vibes.
it.
He
Yeah,
really
like,
does give cool vibes.
I just never thought this
He's
is the
handled
shit
everything
he's getting
really
off
well.
like that. Like, if I was Adam, I would actually say, yo, you really think I would say that?
He
Like,
was-
do I look like the guy that would say that in the
He
DM?
was the guy that harmonized behind Kanye saying, and I know the government administered AIDS. And he was like, huh.
He was like, what?
Heard him say.
He smoked her and said.
He killed it. We loved Adam.
Oh, yeah, we love Adam. Adam, listen, man, just stay out of the
Lose his
DMs.
job on The Voice. Is he still on The Voice?
Lose his job for
They be
DMing
firing people for cheating.
for DMing a girl. He didn't cheat. He just
Well, that's
DM'd
what they're
her.
about to do with the
no, he
Celtics
was
coach.
fucking that girl. I mean, I'd have beat too.
She's a pretty girl.
It's in the eyes. It's in the eyes, Chico.
Ooh.
She got a nice little.
Little-
Adam,
Really, that's
hey,
tight
hey,
right there.
hey, Adam, look, check this out. I didn't see this picture right here. Let me back up. Let me back up off Adam
Okay,
a little bit.
all right.
And
Now
let's-
that you see it,
let's
Oh,
make
who
sure
did
we
it better?
do you have any urge to go?
Fuck. Yeah, I understand the fuck now, Adam. That's a nice little.
Okay, but
that's
maybe-
a nice little
you know,
rump
sometimes
roast she got going on.
You know,
back
sometimes
there.
when you read lyrics, it sounds weird, but then you hear it on a record and it sounds okay.
Yeah, you get
We
it.
don't know how he harmonized that fuck.
Yeah,
That fuck could have been a nice run.
Can you give us an example?
I'm not Adam Levine.
yeah. Fuck. And then she came back with like, ha 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 ha.
Straight to the bank with this. Ha 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 ha. Never mind. 50%.
I'm in my head like, ha 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 ha.
That
You
record.
mad or nah? Who was that?
Hey, Adam, I
Speaking
get it,
of-
man. You got caught up in the eyes and the nice little frame that Summer Straw.
Is Ice Spice signed to Atlantic yet? She gives me Atlantic vibes, and I
Yeah.
feel like Atlantic will pair her with the Spice Girls, and they will redo. And Hitmaker will make a Spice Girls record that will go #1. I just want to make that prediction now. Ice Spice will sample the Spice Girls. Hitmaker will make the beat, and it'll be a #1 record.
That was a weird
Adam Levine was
prediction,
having
but
a
okay.
lot of
How do we
fun with
end on
little
that?
girl.
I don't know what the fuck Rory's
Something was going on with Spice.
He's rooting for the redheads. You know how it goes. Post Malone.
Well, you guys took Ariel from us. Like
You guys.
I can't be seen. I don't feel seen.
You
Well,
never
after your
took
people,
Ariel from
after
us.
your people threw my
Ariel.
ancestors in the ocean, what did you think we were going to turn into?
I just
Let's make it
saw.
awkward.
I
Let's
just
make it-
saw
let's
a
make it
guy.
awkward. Let's make it awkward.
I just
Yeah.
saw a guy on Twitter talk about the Irish slaves and the African slaves, and that's where
See
the
what I'm saying?
accent
Now
comes.
y'all
and
want
it
to
was
be
all
slaves.
the same.
Yeah,
Now
it's all
y'all
the
want to be
Now
slaves.
y'all want to be slaves. We was the first slaves, and here y'all come. There
will
were
say this-
Irish slaves too.
I will say this.
No,
very
you
odd.
niggas was drunk pirates. You weren't slaves.
We were drunk and tricked into doing work.
Yeah.
They promised you.
It is a little odd how
potatoes.
much white people want to be slaves.
Post Malone cracked his ribs. Well, he didn't. I guess
Bruised.
that we thought that he did. He bruised his ribs after
Another
falling
drunk
on
Irishman.
stage. Another drunk Irishman. Gotta love Post Malone. But he is okay. He took a nasty fall on stage at one of his shows, falling into the hole in the stage that was used to lower the acoustic set, and obviously they didn't close the opening fast enough. And Post Malone stepped back and stepped into a fucking pit of hell. But he is okay. And we're glad that he did not crack his ribs. But that was a hard
Just
fall.
bruised them.
Yeah.
He finished the show.
Oh, he's a warrior.
You think he was just so many Bud Lights in?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like,
He
all
just
right.
went back there. He put 3 cold Bud Lights on his ribs and said, "Let me go back out there."
He's definitely a Budweiser guy. I don't know why you're putting Bud Lights on him.
You know
he
what?
has a Bud Light sponsor.
Oh, but he definitely
He has a
does.
Bud Light sponsor.
That,
He
from
always
that
has a
angle,
can.
that's rough.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, that was a hard fall.
St. Louis.
Y'all ever went to run up the stairs and like fell up the stairs and like hit your rib on
Oh,
like one
yeah.
of the ledges of the stairs?
Absolutely. I've
Like,
also had someone punch me
Completely
in the
fall
ribs
on the
and break them.
stairs.
Like you know when you're running up the stairs and you slip and like fall and your ribs. Hit
My
the
whole body has
staircase?
never hit this. My shin though. Ooh.
Ooh.
You hit that shin on the step. Jesus Christ.
Jokes aside, if he continues this tour, more power to him.
No, he's
Because I've broken my ribs, and you don't realize that
But he
your
didn't break
ribs
them, though.
are part of every movement and even some breaths you take.
He's just a little sore. He'll be all right. He didn't break
bruised
him.
him.
If he broke him, he would not have been able to finish that show. He would have came out. They would have put him out there on the airbed. He'd have been laying down that whole set.
That's what Armani Whitey's doing now.
Oh,
Air mattress
Crowd
for the
surfing, right?
there you go.
on that. Well, yeah, prayers and I don't know, whatever you say these days. Sound
Healing,
nice.
healing, strength, and healing to Post
he'll be
Malone. Put 5 cold Bud Lights on your ribs and get back out there, get in the game. Post. Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka is facing possible disciplinary action, including a significant suspension for an unspecified violation
It's a
of
lot of S's. I feel like.
organizational guidelines. Discussions are ongoing with the Celtics on a final determination. That's from Adrian Wojnarowski.
Yeah, there's
Wojo.
a lot of syllables in that. All right, so he was what? Fucking a coworker.
I believe he was having an intimate relationship with a female member of the staff of the Celtics team
not,
staff.
Not like an Isaiah Thomas type of way, right?
No, I think this was consensual.
consensual, okay.
This was consensual. Was Isaiah Thomas found guilty of that?
I probably.
Look, see, no, he probably wasn't. See how white people love throwing us under the bus for shit we didn't do. Boston Celtics coach Ime Udoka. Let me just say this: Nia Long has been fined since the first time we've ever saw her on TV.
That is true.
She is fine till this day. Ime, I don't know what this young lady looks like, but I'm pretty sure she's not as fine as Nia Long.
And I feel like has empowered her men in every single movie as where Jada got them all killed.
Yes. Nia helped when Debo was in
I was about
search
to say,
of
Craig knocked out Debo because
yeah.
of Nia.
Ime, I don't know, man. This goes back to it's hard to go to bat for you light skins, man. Y'all, you light skins think y'all look better than y'all girls. That's the problem. That's why y'all cheat so much. And this is another example of it. Ime thought he looked better than Nia. He was like, my wife cool, but I look better than her.
How dare he do this to the Irish Celtic brand?
Yeah, he's destroying the Celtic pride.
I didn't know where to go with that
one
conversation
stroke at a
when
time.
it came to complexion, so I went Irish.
One stroke
How
at a time.
dare you wear that shamrock on your chest?
But you should have known that.
Shamrock of shame.
He is the shamrock of shame.
Shamrock.
We should have known that Ime was a cheater. He's wearing his COVID mask underneath his chin. I never understood that.
He's protecting his beard.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. So that when he goes home to eat out the girl he was cheating with, that he doesn't.
Well, listen, because man, we keep it in our beard. So.
Yeah, don't want to put COVID in her crotch. Yeah, Ime, all jokes aside, you look crazy, bro. And it's fucked up because this really should be none of our business. We should not have known about it. The Celtics should not have reported this unless they are, in fact, going to suspend you or terminate your contract. We should not have known about this. But this is ongoing. A decision is coming down. By the time the people hear this, the decision would have been made. I do think that he will be suspended for the entire upcoming season. I don't think he'll lose his job. But then again, he is a black man. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if he lost his job for getting a little coochie on the side.
Yeah.
But we know how this is in sports. This is not the only guy. He's not the only guy in sports to be fraternizing within the organization. We saw, Jeannie Buss and Phil Jackson's relationship wasn't supposed to be what it was. But hey,
I thought they were a power couple.
I mean, they could have called it could have been a conflict of interest as he was the head coach and she was the president GM.
Yeah.
Trade
talk, pillow talk, all the same talk.
You know how it is. It's unfortunate that we know about this. This shouldn't be any of our business, but we're gonna have some jokes because you cheated on Nia Long, my man. And
that's tough to come back from.
I just don't. It's hard to stand here as two men, Rory. And go to bat for the guys and say, no, we don't do no stupid shit like that when we're face to face with some really stupid shit. Because, like I said, we don't know who the woman involved in this case is. I
feel like him and Tay Diggs have both handled Nia Long. They fumbled with her a couple times. If he was cheating on Nia Long with Sanaa Lathan, this would be an amazing movie.
I mean, how do you cheat on Nia Long? What?
Tyler Perry directs. I don't know.
I feel like we forgave Jay for cheating on Beyonce, but we can't forgive him for this.
Yeah, it's Nia Long, man. I mean, goddamn. You got the girl that all of us have grown up looking at on TV like, wow, she's bad.
Well, I don't know. Maybe since we were talking about the male ego, maybe after she went on whatever, was that Larry King? When she was like, no, I definitely would have fucked J. Cole. Like, what if Cole just kept coming on in the shuffle the way Jack maybe did on the ride home from the Chicago thing? And he was just like, yo, I can't take any more Cole music. And Cole is in NBA 2K23 and shit.
Maybe.
Like, now you got me and Cole next to each other in a video game on the bench.
Yeah.
He's behind me the way Maul was at that Knicks game when we were all sitting in the bleachers. Like, it's just a lot going on.
This is... It's not looking good for Ime, man. I do think that he will definitely be suspended for this season. I don't know about a contract termination. He did just coach the Celtics to the finals last year for the first time in 12 years.
Some of his staff had great chemistry.
Yeah, staff had great chemistry.
For sure. They work well. They work well together.
Great together. Great. It's like they're one.
Yeah. It's like they finish each other's sentences.
Exactly. But this is Ime, I don't know, man. Did we get a response from Nia? Has she addressed anything yet?
I don't believe so.
She's classy. Way too classy. Yeah, classy. Ime, she's classy. You got a classy, beautiful, just an iconic face. Just a face that you, as soon as you see it, you know, oh, that's Nia Long, God damn it.
I mean, Maul, I know we analyzed Adam's DMs, but this might be the time to hop over to at Nia Long and just give her a nice little fuck.
You do that and then
nice
drop
little
money
rebound,
bags.
maybe? No pun intended. I could see you too.
Am I following Nia Long? Let me send her some money
I think
bags.
y'all only like
But you
5
know,
years
like
apart too.
sometimes it's better when couples don't follow each other. Like,
yeah.
give
We
one of
don't want to
those.
make it hot. We don't. So now scroll up. Is that the picture of the young lady that he is accused of? That one right there. Click on that. She kind of looks like Tandy Newton. Is that her name? The actress.
That's funny.
Tandy Newton. Is that her name? She's an attractive woman as well.
Well, look what.
Shit.
Wow, Rory.
We definitely,
No, sorry.
we definitely have to bleep that out. That we have to bleep out for sure. But she's attractive. She's an attractive woman as well. But it's neat. Look at Jason Tatum behind. Look Tatum about to get him
His
caught
face
up.
is blurred, but I know what his facial reaction is.
Yeah. This is Nia Long, though, we talking about. It's Nia Long. So yeah, Ime, again, we should know about it. It's fucked up. We should never have known about this situation unless they're gonna fire you. And I don't think they'll fire Ime Udoka for this. I do think he will be suspended for the season, though.
You know what I think would actually be a really nice get back for Nia Long, just because it's been very popular within the NBA community. Maybe she should date Future now.
God, no. Jesus Christ.
With his publishing checks, he just sold his catalog.
No.
Probably making more than the assistant coach.
No, God, no. Please don't.
It's clearly worked for the Pippins.
No, it didn't work for the Pippins.
It's clearly
at
worked.
all. It's clearly not working for the Pippins.
It didn't work for the Pippins?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Nia'll be fine, though. She's been fine, but she'll be okay. She
gives motherly energy, too. I mean, I'm sure she'd be a great stepmother to all 15 kids. Like,
Nia Long is
she
not
could, and if Future wants to do that reality show with all the baby mothers, like Nia being the madam of all of them,
Nia will not be fucking with Future. I can promise you that. That's definitely not her style.
Are you dirty macking right now?
No.
Okay.
That's not her style.
Because I'm rooting for you.
She's gonna stand by his side. I'm telling y'all. She's gonna stand by her man.
If I'm guessing, I think she is too. She gives me that vibe.
Does that make you mad?
She gonna definitely let him. He gonna have to do some making up. He gonna have to, that house she been looking at, go get it. Shit like that. But I think that she'll stay.
Well, what's happening to the girl? Because if they were both co-workers and they said it was consensual, why is she not losing some type of job? Like, why is he the only one?
Well, because she's not the
suspended?
head coach of the team.
That's bullshit.
He's the head coach, so he's gonna get most of the news, and he is engaged to a celebrity. So it's gonna all fall on his shoulders.
Mo, I'm gonna ask you.
And then she may be single and he's engaged, so he shouldn't be doing that. I mean, she shouldn't either, but it's like, nigga, you engaged.
It's not really the work.
Well, are they suspending him because he was cheating on his fiance? Or are they suspending him because he was fraternizing in the work
with a coworker? Yeah, that would be the grounds of it.
Yeah,
I mean, as much as I'm sure the Celtics love Nia Long, they don't really have a case there.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you a question though. In the event that maybe like you and Nia started talking after she got over this breakup,
why y'all put? Okay.
Would you invite?
I love the in the event. It wouldn't be an event, but go ahead.
Courtside at the game.
Hypothetically,
yes.
Would you invite us around you two?
No.
Like if you guys got serious, like would we ever meet Nia Long?
No.
That's your girl though.
Rory could though.
No.
You wouldn't bring her to like one of our shows?
I would definitely not bring Damaris around Nia Long.
No.
Nia Long is
not.
like my. Come on, bro. Right?
No.
The last show on tour
What
is
about like
Boston.
bring your girl to work day? Like
I would definitely bring her to the show.
Well,
Bring her to
she could
Boston.
never go to his work, obviously. So
I would bring her to the show. I would bring her to the show in Boston.
Last day of tour.
Yeah, we would go out for a nice dinner in Boston, racist Boston night out.
okay, would she come to our green room or like would y'all maybe just stay in the Sprinter until showtime?
I would monkeypox.
Why
I don't
wouldn't-
want her around? I would keep her far away from, the venue.
Okay, but what if we all test negative for
I would be
monkeypox?
like, hey, Nia, Rory, this is my autistic girlfriend.
Yo,
I FaceTime her for you.
Yeah, she loves division. I know you know them.
She loves the Celtics. I don't know if you heard about it, but
I'm still kind of offended though that you wouldn't bring your famous girlfriend around us.
oh no, I would. Of course I would. No, why not? I would actually absolutely I would bring my non-famous if I had a girlfriend around you. Why not? But Nia Long, yeah, absolutely. I would be everywhere with Nia. With 2 peas in a pod. Actually, we would name the show 2 peas in a pod. We would have to rename this whole fucking media company.
Well, now I think about it, NRM, New Rory Mall, like sometimes we abbreviate it. It could be like Nia, Rory, and Mall.
I've been setting this whole thing up all along,
Yeah.
Rory. You didn't. You just catching on.
What a show.
I knew this news was gonna break months ago.
I was the one that snitched.
I sent the email. Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, August Alsina pressed you about talking about his public
Absolutely.
information with the Celtics.
Exactly. I do want y'all to know in the midst of all of this Ime Udoka news that Brett Favre stole $5 million from a charity organization for the people in Mississippi.
He needed the money.
Mississippi is one of the poorest states, if not the poorest state in the country. Brett Favre has made well over $100 million in his playing career, endorsements and everything.
Levi's.
And he still found a way to steal from the poor. So, as much as we want to post pictures of Ime Udoka on SportsCenter all day and on social media all day. Let's post Brett throwing the pigskin around as he stole $5 million from the poor people in Mississippi.
And his
All right, well,
Wranglers.
hold on. I don't want to defend Brett Favre here, but he was well past his playing days and signed with the Jets, so he maybe was in need of the money.
He absolutely was not in need of the money.
Maybe he had a gambling problem. I don't. He signed with the Jets when he was 57 years old.
He has a stealing problem too. He has a theft problem as well. So yeah, Brett, you're a nasty man. We love what you did on the field, but off the field, you're a piece of shit. You stole $5 million from a bunch of people that needed the money.
From a welfare
How
fund.
was Brett even in position to steal this shit? Like, and didn't they say the governor approved it? And
he
shit?
went so far as to text the people and said, "There's no way the media could trace this back to me," right? Before going through with it.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
piece
a
of
piece of shit. Brett, fuck you and your Levi's.
Mhm.
And
Wranglers.
Give
It was
those people.
Wranglers.
Oh, Wranglers.
Real white
Sorry.
with it,
Sorry,
yeah.
Levi's. I threw that on y'all. Y'all didn't give that nasty man
He
endorsement.
definitely did a lot of
was
good old
Wranglers.
boy commercials too.
Yeah, he has the compression socks. What's the other one? What's the name of that company?
Copper sleeve.
Copper sleeve.
Everyone that stormed the Capitol were wearing.
He's a
that
copper
exact
thief. Is what he
outfit.
is. He's a copper thief. Brett, your new name is the Copper Thief. Stealing those people money down there in Mississippi like that.
I know, unfortunately, he won't do time, but he should.
Brett?
Stole from a fucking charity. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Go to jail.
He should. He should. If not time, he should have to pay that money back, and he owes the people in Mississippi some community service.
I know you love the great outdoors, but will you love the yard? Be a good old boy there.
Hey, fucking you.
Yeah. So.
We'll see what ball you throw through a tire there, Brett.
Yeah. So Brett Favre, you're crazy, man. Legend on the field, piece of shit off of it.
Look at his CBD drink photo. That's a nasty fucking photo.
Bleach his hair.
He's doing the Eminem thing.
Yeah. It's going around.
It's going around. Larry Jackson announced that he's leaving Apple Music.
Salute to Larry Jackson. He's been kicking ass at Apple for a lot of years.
And been the number one connection with rappers that they can call and talk to an actual person that has to do with one of the biggest streaming services, period. So shout out to Larry and everything that he did in this whole evolution of the streaming space. Thank you for always looking out for rappers. Anytime they needed to call or need something to move, they knew they could call Larry Jackson. Good dude. I'm curious to see where he's going to go. If you're leaving Apple Music, I'm sure it's going to be a big move. So I'm curious to see.
Larry about to cash out. Larry, let me hold something, nigga. 'Cause I know that next check is gonna be stupid.
He's about to sell the Apple Music catalog.
Absolutely. You know he got the motherfucking. He got all the info, the login, all that shit. He saved it. They're gonna have to run in his house like they did Trump. New music. Crook and Joel put out an album.
Yes, I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I'm going to probably on our way to DC. But I'm excited to hear it. I'm glad they came back so quickly.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
Harbor City season 1. King Crook and Joel. 24 tracks. It's some interludes and stuff like that though. So it's not like just a bunch of just tracks. It's interludes and things on there. Lot of dope rapping. I mean, Joel and Crook, listen, when you talk about bars, they're two of the best that's gonna do it. It's just dope to see them creating a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Pivoting a whole different direction and still giving the people what they're known for, which is their bars and their flows. And
What features on there?
they got a joint with AZ on here.
Hey, love it.
There's not too many features.
Good.
There's not too many, but they got some on here. Again, I just like the fact that they're creating a whole different thing. And they're still rapping at a high level. They still giving them good records, good songs, a lot of funny. And Joel's a funny nigga, man. Like I'm glad that he's
funny.
I'm glad that he's showing his personality and having fun. Crook again is one of the dopest lyricists. Not just out of the West Coast. Like I hear people say that a lot when they talk about Crook, is that he's one of the best from the West, and he's one of the best, period, when it comes to just bars and lyrics.
I agree.
And then Joel, of course, is from the Bodega Chronicles. We knew what he was doing. So it's just good. It's good to hear these two dudes pivot and doing their own thing and creating a whole different brand.
Why haven't we gotten the Crook and Joel Flex freestyle, LA Leakers freestyle together? Like Sway. Of course, both of them are freestyled for 2 decades, and they might be over it. But I would still like Crook and Joel to go to Leakers and do some shit together.
I would love that. Or we'll have them come here and do that. Why not?
They can freestyle in my house.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope. Let them freestyle right here.
Yeah. I could be DJ 2% Milk.
Shout out to Joel and Crook, man, my guys.
Sour Milk is my guy. I fuck with Sour. Those are my guys.
I know. I get it. I understand. Dixon album.
Fire. Love
How you
the
feel
Dixon
about
album. Really love Dixon album. I loved even though it was a quick interview, I loved our interview with him at Made in America because I learned so much more about him and how talented he actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one of my favorite new artists of 2022. He might be my favorite new artist of 2022.
I didn't listen to the album yet, but I am going to listen to it because, like you said, we sat down and kicked it with him. Super dope, super cool guy, man. Loved his energy. I saw him perform at the Rock Nation party in LA when we were out there for, what was that? We were out there? The BET Awards.
Yes.
For the BET Awards. He performed at the party, and I was talking to Shari. I was like, yo, I like him. I like this dude. He's super dope. And then his pen is obviously amazing as well. So definitely going to check that out.
Yeah, this was one of those shifting projects that I can tell he's going to be around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just that one to introduce to the world that I'm an artist now, not just a writer and musician.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dope.
It's very good.
I fuck with Dixon, and just as a person, I fuck with him.
Simba, Results Take Time, available now.
My guy.
Good project. Simba's rapping his ass off. Good features. Roddy Ricch, Cali, Friday, Key Glock, 2 Chainz.
It's definitely a different mix of features for the type of artist that Simba is.
Yeah.
Because typically when you have the person that can really rap, they don't always go to the Roddy Ricch type of features. So or the Key Glock type of features. And they don't sound weird on the project at all. Like the shit works out.
It's crazy how much Simba reminds me of Kiss, man. Like I had the album.
He was
playing.
gonna push a T. I saw this entire
Kiss, like his tone, his voice, his cadence, his flow. Like you can definitely hear the Jada Kiss, Pusha T influence. He got Pusha T on the project too. It's just like damn, like this dude's from the West Coast. He's from the Bay.
Yeah,
but you can hear the East Coast influence in his rhymes and his bars. The one thing I don't like about the album is it wasn't mixed right for me.
I was gonna say I want to be objective, even though that is my man's.
No, I love Simba. Simba, that's family.
And I don't want to shit on, or maybe his friend or his engineer mixed it. Just have someone else do the drum mixes. That's all I'm saying. Because the vocal mixes and the way Simba delivers, the drums need to match, and they
got a kick. Yeah, and I put it on. We was in the car. I was in the car over the weekend, and I turned it up, and it still didn't sound. Like it didn't knock the way I expected it to knock. So that's just a simple. That's a tweak. That's mixing. That's nothing to do with the actual songs and the music. It's just the knock wasn't all the way there. But Simba's rapping his motherfucking ass off on this project.
Yeah.
I'm happy that he's getting the exposure that he's getting. And I'm seeing a lot of people gravitate towards him. They love him. They supporting him. So that's just dope to see because I really think that Simba is one of these artists that's going to be around for a very long time. He's going to keep getting better. He does a lot of listening. I always pay attention to when the young guys listen. Like, a lot of young guys, you can't tell them nothing and they think that they know everything. Simba's one of those guys that when somebody is talking to him, you can see him listening and really like taking in what's being told. And, he's observant. He's putting himself around the right people in the right rooms. So he's doing all the right things. Like Simba's going to be one of those dudes. He's going to be all right. He's going to be very successful in his career. So shout out to Simba and DJ Drama.
Yeah.
Because DJ Drama's on the album. Results Take Time, available on your DSPs now.
Another one of those artists I want to see just lock in with one producer in between albums. Give us an EP with somebody.
I'm not mad at that.
I would like that. And Hit Boy would be the obvious one, but
I'm not mad at
others.
I think Simba, I mean, he's to me, Simba is versatile enough to, lock in with a lot of different producers.
I think Simba and Ninth Wonder would be a better move.
That would be
to be
crazy.
Quite honest. Like I think that type of shit is what I want to hear from Simba and on that type of sound. And Ninth will mix it right.
That's true. That's for sure. Who else came out with a project? We know Sir put out a song.
Well, we haven't heard it yet.
Well, yes, tonight. It will be tonight. He put out a song.
Happy Sir is coming back.
I was just about to say, so that means the album's coming soon.
Because Sir is TDE, right? I'm not bugging.
Sir's TDE, yes. Mm-hmm.
There was all the talk. Of course, it was crazy when Kendrick left TDE.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's like, oh, they just got SZA. I'm like, listen, Schoolboy Q is going to keep a record no matter what.
Schoolboy
Did
Q
everyone
he's
forget
underrated.
about how fucking amazing Sir is and Sir is not missed at all? Every
Sir
project Sir has is flawless.
is
Anytime
insane.
he drops a single, it's great.
Insane. Sir's been kicking ass for a lot of years. To me, he has probably 2 classic projects. To me, so I mean, this project I'm looking forward to because he's had some time off. It's been a while between the last one and
Definitely
this one. So he's been working, and I'm excited to hear the song because he's one of my favorite R&B artists for sure.
As much as we like his brother, how about
Super dope too.
let the other brother get a record out, Sir.
I think Chasing Summer was 2019.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it's,
Yeah. To me, that's a classic.
I still
project.
spin that.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
been a while.
Sir's not
Absolutely.
missed at all. So I'm excited for that. Hope that means that an album is coming shortly after. But
And we did talk about Ari. I'm still listening to Ari's album as well.
for sure. No, it's great project. I feel like it's kind of light for this Friday outside of that. I know Gibbs announced he's coming on the 30th, which will be next Friday.
Mhm.
I liked his Flex freestyle. I thought the end of it was kind of weird, but that's neither here nor there. Just thought it was.
Well, you know, Freddie,
like-
he gonna give us a moment whenever he freestyle. You know that.
The end of that wasn't weird to y'all.
I mean, what's weird these days?
That Funk Flex was extremely offended and wanted to have a conversation to defend R. Kelly. Why did you attack R. Kelly in your bar?
That's just. I think that's just Flex being Flex.
Like, why did Robert have to get that? Like, Flex, shut the fuck up.
You mad?
Why would you say something about Robert?
I think that's just Flex being Flex. He does that sometimes when people says a bar and he just kind of tries to go back to the bar and just. I don't think that he's
done it.
actively
He's
trying
done it
to defend.
He's
R.
done
Kelly.
it. No, that's why I'm saying he's done that before, where I've understood it. Yeah, you're just trying to highlight that bar, so you're doing it as a DJ and a legendary DJ when it comes to the freestyle shit. He was like really offended and wanted to get into why someone would ever offend Robert Kelly. He looked like he was hurt by that.
I heard R. Kelly put a song out.
I mean,
He put a record out. Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but I'm hearing he put a record out like maybe a week or 2 ago. No?
did the same
Nothing?
did the same person in that restaurant in Chicago that told you about the August Alsina thing tell you that too?
No, it was somebody else that told me that, it's a new R. Kelly record that's out. I said, no, his record is out.
Yes.
His record is public information at this point.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Give shit. I just thought the end of that freestyle was really odd, but
It's so crazy. Speaking of R. Kelly, the TikTok kids made.
I don't know where you're gonna go with this. You said speaking of R. Kelly and then said the kids.
Well, the kids have been taking old songs and making them go viral.
Which is probably why somebody told you that a new song came out because they didn't know it was an old song.
Right.
But his song
it's probably The
"Legs
Storm Is
Shaking"
Over.
is like almost like the #1 TikTok dance. There's a dance, and all the little girls who are like 16, 15, 14 years old are on there dancing sensually to R. Kelly. And I'm just
gonna
so
leave that one alone.
confused.
She was going somewhere with her. Don't piss all over it.
Just gonna leave.
No, but that goes back to what I was saying about how sick. Like, what's weird now?
Eden, he's weird.
No,
Well, I don't
we
think
know
the
that.
kids are. I don't think the young kids are aware
They're aware.
of who they're dancing to.
They're
So
aware.
R. Kelly's
They do-
got the kids'
They
legs
do
shaking.
shit. They do shit like that
Just
because
feel
they
like
know what it's gonna look like. They
we
know what
should
the
just
optic is gonna
take
look
this
like.
whole segment out.
No, I'm telling you, Ma, I really don't. These are young kids. I don't think they
I can
know
guarantee you they know exactly what they're doing.
They braised their chicken with NyQuil, Mall. I don't think they know.
How old
Kelly
is
know-
15 really?
I watched American Gigolo on Showtime, Rory.
I saw the trailer. Trailer looks really good.
No, the show is really, really good. 2 episodes in.
What's the main actor's name? I like him. He's a great actor.
He's he played in can we pull up his name and clean us up a little bit?
Oh, this on the American Gigolo.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are talking about Evan Peters?
Is that his name?
Oh no, I thought you guys were. I'm sorry, I thought you guys were talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer.
No.
That's Evan Peters on the Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
John
All right, so let's start the whole, start the whole thing over.
Yeah.
It has the actor John Bernthal in it. That's the guy from Wolf of Wall Street.
Bunch of shit. He's a really, really good actor.
Really dope actor.
I do find it very sexist though that you call him an American gigolo, but you called the Instagram model a sex worker. I think he's just a sex worker. I don't think we should call this American sex worker.
Well, I'm just the name of the. I didn't name this show. I had nothing to do with this. I wasn't in the room when they named it. But American Gigolo on Showtime. First 2 episodes are really, really good. It's about a young kid that was raised in a trailer park. He ended up having sex with all of the other ladies in the trailer park to pay his mom's rent.
Is this the plot to 8 Mile?
I think this is the new plot to 8 Mile. This
Okay.
is 9 Mile. Um,
How many miles does it go?
I don't. In Detroit,
When Dale beat our ass, I think that was around 14 mile.
I'm not sure.
It goes pretty high.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But American Gigolo, dope episode so far. 2 episodes. Dope series so far. 2 episodes in. On Showtime. So check that out. I also watched the Dahmer series, episode 1 on Netflix.
Need to watch that.
That shit was really, really good. Niecy Nash is in it. I forgot the guy that's playing Jeffrey Dahmer's name. But it looks like it's gonna be a really, really, really good series. It's I mean, they're really telling the story.
He was the one that ate people's faces and shit.
Evan Peters is playing Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay.
He ate some of his victims.
Bath salts.
Yeah, he had dumped torsos and vats filled with acid to try to, get rid of the evidence. But the show looks like it's really, really gonna be really, really good. It's amazing how we're so fascinated with stories like this in America, and we would make a show out of this where people will actually get paid to depict real life events from families that are still dealing with this trauma of their loved ones being murdered and eaten by a fucking serial killer. Like, it's just crazy. Like, we'll take that story, turn it into a show, pay the actors to depict what really happened to my relative.
Somebody did a full casting day about my murdered relative.
Yeah.
And we said, no, that's not the one. That's not going to be your relative.
Yeah.
That one's going to be your relative.
This country is just...
I'm part of the problem because I love this type of shit.
Oh, no, I watched it. Couldn't wait to run to it because I know the story. It happened so many years ago, but I do remember the whole Jeffrey Dahmer story. It was fucking crazy, but...
I just finished Sins of My Mother, speaking of fucking sick shit.
Yeah, I watched that too. That trial is coming up, I believe. Is it the end of this year or top of next year?
Somewhere, I think top of 2023.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff, which I come on this podcast and say all the time, of these series that were a few years ago. I'm like, where the fuck was I when this was happening?
Yeah.
This was national news and I just missed it?
Oh, no, I remember the story. I definitely remember the story. But it was just weird watching the documentary, like your siblings disappear, your mom's acting like, no, they're okay. It's like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Like, where the fuck are my siblings? Like, what are you talking about? They're okay. Like, it was just weird watching that shit. Nobody seemed, even the mother came out, the grandmother came out, was like, no, she would never hurt her kids. She would never happen. And then come to find out, she did indeed kill her kids and buried them on the property.
And what was the name of that town in Arizona? It looked like a nice small suburban town. Whatever it was, like no one batted an eyelash when drive-bys were just happening nonstop in this fucking beautiful community.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But every time one of these shows pop up, you realize exactly how weird shit is and how much people love weird shit because these documentaries and these shows end up number one on all of these streaming services. So
aren't they making? They're making a show. A fictional show, well, like a recreation show about, remember that documentary when we were all watching? It was that sick ass family where the neighbor kidnapped the daughter, but the mom was fucking with the neighbor. The dad was fucking with the neighbor.
Oh, he fucked all of them. He fucked the whole family.
With the dude.
They're
that fucked
making
the
a
whole
show
family.
about that now. I saw the ad for it during the Emmys. You guys didn't see that?
Mm-mm.
They're making like a actual show with actors and stuff.
Oh God! All right, well,
I mean,
I'll watch it.
Exactly.
Another thing to add to the list.
We just love a good crime. That is the number one podcast genre, crime and
Yes.
Oh, by far.
true crime. Yeah. And speaking of,
Yeah.
what's the name of the podcast? I'm
Serial.
sorry. The Serial podcast.
Biggest podcast of all time.
They were covering the Adnan. That's his name?
Adnan Sayed.
Adnan Sayed. After 22 years of being convicted of killing Hae Min Lee, I believe is her name. Yes,
Yep, pronouncing it right.
Baltimore prosecutors asked the judge on Wednesday to vacate Adnan Sayed's conviction for the 1999 murder of Hae Min Lee, a case that was chronicled in the hit podcast Serial. Boston State Attorney filed a motion in circuit court saying a lengthy investigation conducted with the defense had uncovered new evidence that could undermine the conviction of Sayed Lee's ex-boyfriend. The motion filed today supports a new trial for Sayed based on a nearly year-long investigation that revealed undisclosed and newly developed information regarding two alternative suspects, as well as unreliable cell phone tower data. State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby's office said in a new release. Sayed, 42, has maintained his innocence for decades and captured the attention of millions in 2014 when the debut season of the Serial podcast focused on the case and raised doubts about some of the evidence, including cell phone tower data.
Well, I mean, I listened to that first season and have been following this case for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those weird things with the justice system that sucks but doesn't suck. Even if he did it, there's so much bullshit that's like you can't keep someone locked up for 22 years because we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't certain, especially the cell phone records tower shit was what really put him away.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's unreliable, because everything else was super unreliable.
Yeah.
Even if he did it, unfortunately, you can't lock somebody up when you don't have real evidence outside of some star witness that has lied nonstop and cell phone records that are now not true. So I don't know if he did it. I went back and forth that entire series. I wasn't one of the people that was like, he's definitely innocent, because I feel like it's mad people that go into these crime podcasts just wanting everyone to be innocent.
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes he sounds pretty fucking guilty.
Yeah.
But I do believe he should be free, because there's not enough evidence that he did this.
So
and what's his name? Jay, the star witness. Jay is a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And he just can't be a star witness to me.
If you haven't, so if
His story changed mad times.
If this is new to you, if you haven't heard of this, I highly suggest that you go and listen to the Serial podcast. When I got hired for this podcast, Jasmine, our executive producer, shout out to Jazz, she told me to go and listen to this. So I came in and was like, Rory, you ever heard of this? And he was like, yeah, the whole internet did. Like,
you mean the biggest podcast of all time?
And when I listened to it, there were so many other podcasts that followed up. And what she did in Serial, which makes it such an amazing season and such an amazing podcast to like follow if you're into podcasts, she didn't tell the entire story. She left it so that you were guessing who did it. When you listen to all the facts presented in other podcasts who talked about it, other true crime podcasts, it's very obvious kind of that he's innocent. But Serial didn't really frame it like that because it wouldn't have been as fun. But when you listen to other true crime podcasts, it's pretty obvious that he's innocent. One of the biggest examples is, like I said, if you haven't heard, this is a spoiler, but the boyfriend she had at the time, because this was her ex-boyfriend, the boyfriend she had at the time, the only reason why he got off as a suspect was because his mother was his boss, and she said that he was at work during the murder. But they never disclosed that his mother was his boss. So that's not a reliable alibi. It's your fucking mother. Like, she'll lie for you.
She's going to ride for you.
Yeah.
If she's a good mother.
It's
some mothers would be like, he wasn't here.
Yeah. They found other shit near her with other people's DNA on it. Like, you guys really, really got to get into it. It's fucking crazy.
But that's why Serial is so dope, to your point right there, that they do just kind of give you what the facts are and let you decide. Whereas, like, shit, even with that staircase thing on Netflix, once they did the real series, not like the scripted series, I didn't know that camera's team whole goal was to make him look innocent. Like that was their goal. He was fucking the director. Like, things were just different. Wow. So then when I watch Making a Murder and I actually look into the shit, I'm like, oh wait, they left out that his DNA was all over, his sweat was in her car. Like, it was a bunch of shit that so many of these podcasts and docs leave out to make us want to cheer for somebody that may actually be fucking guilty. Mm-hmm. At least with Serial, they'll just give you the facts and you kind of make a decision.
I'm just glad that after 23 years of being in prison for a crime that he didn't commit, Adnan Sayed is free. You can't get back that time away from your family, away from, experiences, memories, and being able to live life outside of prison walls. But hopefully, he gets to live out the rest of his life enjoying his family, traveling, seeing the world. And I hope that he sues the system and gets a handsome check and a handsome reward, because 23 years for something that you didn't do is absolutely fucking crazy. Sitting there every day for 23 years knowing you didn't do something, and you're just sitting behind these prison walls, and it's just I can't even imagine that type of shit going through that for 23 years. It's just fucking crazy.
Hope he adjusts well, because the last time he was free, he was a senior in high school.
Yeah, the world is completely different.
Aside from seeing your family and doing that stuff, what would you want to do? What would be your first thing free after that
first day out?
I just want to be around
Not
family.
what T Grizzly said.
Aside from that, like get your shit off type shit. Like,
I don't, again, the shit that I would want to do, I don't know what his financial situation is, his family, but I definitely would want to take a vacation. Give me about 2, 3, 4 beautiful women. Because I've been locked up for 23 years. I haven't had no women
He has
around
plenty
me.
of pen pals that will fuck the shit out of him too.
Well, come on out.
Oh
Let
no,
me see what that mouth, if the mouth works.
he's probably
What that womb do?
What that womb do.
He's
He
probably
is
the
in his
most sought
40s.
out bachelor right now. The amount of pussy that he's about to get is absurd.
Yeah, I fell in love with him when I was listening to
You
it.
fall in love with that. Shut up. You shut up.
Yeah, I didn't mean literally like sexual. I mean like as his, like his story and stuff. Like it really got deep in those phone call conversations he was having when he was crying and he was upset. Like it was very easy to like fall in love with him and his story. The whole world did. It's not just him.
No, it was definitely a story that we followed and we known about since it happened. But again, congrats and welcome home to Adnan Sayed. And yeah, man, go bust 100 nuts.
Well, so he is going to have a trial though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah,
free.
like,
Free. I think
he's on bail.
it's an appeal.
Yeah, he's on bail.
Well, at least he's outside.
for sure.
Technically.
He's
And I
not
think
behind
they
those
also have
walls.
that witness that said that they saw him in the library at the time of the killing. Like he definitely has some good evidence on his side to go into
Oh
trial.
no, trust me. If he
But
didn't, his ass would still be in there. If he
Oh,
did.
for sure. But even sometimes you'll get a retrial, but they won't even give you bail. Like
Mhm.
you'll still be a flight risk and all
Yeah.
that other shit.
Yeah.
So I'm happy, one, that he got a new trial. Two, that they actually let him out during the trial. So happy for him, man. And I know this also gives Serial a whole nother season for us for entertainment.
Oh my God, I need a serial with him sitting down. I need it. I don't think he's gonna do it though.
I think so.
I think he's like trying to like move.
He would have
past
to.
it.
He would have. I mean, shit. That podcast is probably a major part of the reason why.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, why not go there and sit down and kick it with them and just, if nothing else, thank them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On their platform, like, yo, listen, thank you. Like, whatever. Like, I appreciate, you keeping my name and my story, relevant.
Well,
and-
I had read somewhere that he wasn't too pleased with the way it came out because, like I said, she left a lot of things hanging to make it a good story.
Yeah.
Like she didn't just put it out as pure black and white. Like, oh, this person was lying. This person, like that fact I know about her ex-boyfriend. I got that from another podcast. She left mad of that stuff out purposely. So he was kind of looking like, bitch, like you made this a good story, but
Okay, but public opinion is public opinion. This brought attention that he got a fucking appeal. So
Yeah.
you could say I did the shit, but
Yeah.
if it brings the attention to get an appeal and I know I didn't do it,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah. So yeah, congrats to him and his family. And Adnan, go fucking crazy, bro.
And still prayers to Heyman Lee's
Yeah.
family too, because
Absolutely.
that also, I mean,
and they think he's guilty. Heyman Lee's family thinks he's guilty. So that's another.
didn't one of the family members just come out and say, "Damn, I thought we had him. We had the right person, but now I'm thinking
I didn't see
otherwise."
that. But I remember in the beginning, they were like, he did it. Like they were like, lock his ass up. So
you got to be very careful with that. I understand the family's positioning and wanting to find the killer of their loved one. But you have to let the evidence play out, let the investigation happen. And if they're not, if the person's not guilty, you don't want an innocent person behind bars just to say that you got somebody arrested for the murder of your loved one. So prayers to Heyman Lee's family as well. And hopefully they find the killer soon and put his ass in jail because he's been out here running around for 23 years, living his life knowing what he did that night. So
Could have killed more people too.
oh yeah, by now you probably did.
So yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes. But is there anything else? Because we'll be right back. Top of the week. You have a birthday coming up.
Yeah, my birthday is Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Why are you asking us?
No,
My birthday is it Monday, guys?
I had it. Yeah, I don't.
I'm
I don't
all
know
60
the
days
date.
of the week and
birthday.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, 66?
Fuck you, Eden. I'm
He
gonna
can get
come back
Social
one
Security.
day when I come in here with ice one day, and not in a plastic bag. Like I'm talking
Ice
about
Spice?
jackets and fucking with ice on their jackets
And Spice.
Yeah, like ice and spice. Don't try to jump out the window.
Eden's got to get one old joke off every episode.
Good to hear that the Suns owner is selling the Suns and the Mercury
Okay.
because of his
It took me a second to figure out who the Mercury were.
the Phoenix. Oh, see, you don't support the
I
WNBA?
only support the Sparks and the Liberty.
So yeah, the Suns owner is selling both the Suns and Mercury after some emails came out
That's
about
why I was
him
in retrograde.
being
It's his fault.
disrespectful in the workplace and using language he shouldn't have been using, and being flirtatious and handsy with women and all that other nasty shit that these rich guys seem to do from time to time.
Yeah.
Congrats to the Las Vegas Aces winning the
No.
WNBA chip.
Nah.
I know you're glad to hear that, Rory.
Nah.
Shout out to the Aces.
Should have went to the Sparks, the refs.
They should have went
The
to
refs.
the Sparks.
It was the refs.
The Giants are 2-0, Julian.
I didn't call it. I don't care at all.
You don't care about them being 2-0?
He's not a fan of anyone. He just hates Brett Favre.
Oh, okay.
There's no difference.
I don't care about
The
the
Giants are 2-0. I don't know what that means. I do know what that means. That means they'll lose out.
We're gonna go to the game on your birthday.
Yeah, if you don't do anything for your birthday because you didn't tell us
Let's-
anything,
Let's go as a family.
we could go to the game.
I'll think about that. I'm
That's
not a
a no.
Giants. Who they playing?
Cowboys.
Oh, fuck no.
It's going to be a great game.
Hell no. That's the best of the bums.
I know, but that's like a rivalry that
Yeah, that's like
the
a big
stadium's
rivalry.
going to be fun.
Listen, it can't be a rivalry if one team hasn't won anything in 30 years.
You don't want to be out there tailgating.
They're America's team.
Well, we're tailgating here at Rory's house after recording.
I say we hit the parking lot and just go crazy at MetLife.
The Giants and the Cowboys. I don't know. I might. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'll see.
I want to see
might fuck
Maul
with
in a jersey.
Come on, I'll get your ticket. It'll be my gift to you.
Oh, that'll be us. Thank you. I'll go
She
now.
gonna send your ass to the nosebleeds.
She'll sit me right next to
I'm
Lawrence
in the
Taylor's
friends and
jersey.
family section. He's gonna be next to me.
Oh,
Oh
did
yeah,
you,
your
did you
cousin,
meet someone on?
her cousin plays for.
No, she met someone on Raya or whatever that app is that you guys showed me, and he's giving her tickets in the friends and family
No,
section.
no.
Which team is he
I
play
just like recently was put
Yo,
onto this.
yeah, I
Raya
think
shit.
that I would go to like a game with Damaris, like, and she's fucking with like one of the players. Like, I would be her +1.
Yeah, you'd be the gay
Fuck
bestie.
no. Like, you know how awkward that would be?
He's like
we
my
gotta
bro.
wait for this big doof to come out of the tunnel after the game. And I'm just standing there with Damaris waiting for the guy that she's fucking
I would never
dating
have
at the
you
time.
waiting. I would never have you waiting.
Well, we gotta wait for him to shower and come out. We have to
We
wait.
could leave. We could bounce. I'll see him when I get
Oh,
home.
okay.
If I was
saying.
fucking with a player, which I am not.
He's not doing any press conferences.
Oh, okay.
What
Got
position?
He didn't play much.
He didn't get in.
Y'all
but
think I will fuck with like
I think so.
Backup,
Yes, I
backup left tackle.
Yeah,
I do, yeah.
absolutely. We've seen your work. Definitely.
That's why I haven't. Number one, and two, that's mean. But three, I do think the guy.
Okay.
We've seen your work.
We've seen yours.
Mine's who?
Yeah.
Who's my work?
Could we close up the episode?
No, now let's keep it open.
I want to know who's my
Now we're
work.
having
Wrap up
fun.
the episode,
Who's my
please.
work?
Now we're having fun.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say we can lay the work out if we want to lay work out.
We could lay workout.
Giants are 2-0.
Relax, August Alsina.
No, I would never do that publicly. You know I wouldn't do that. So yeah, the Giants are 2-0. Again, I think that I don't know. Giants fans are going crazy. They think this is the year. They're gonna win it all. They're not gonna win it all. Let's just say that. That's not happening.
I just want to see.
You're bad vibes. We're not bringing you to the game.
Who, me?
Yes.
Well, I said I didn't even know if I wanted to go. I'm not a Giants fan. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Now, if it was like New England or Tampa Bay, of course, then I would go.
I think Maul's gonna have a birthday dinner and not invite.
I think so too.
1,000%.
That's what it's
A
giving.
birthday dinner?
At Say Less.
First of all, no. I'm not letting y'all get
But
that.
he's
Happy
also,
Udoka.
but it's gonna be different because it's gonna be the private room and he's gonna tag private room vibes.
Ooh, you're gonna get the MAL in balloons.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, y'all think that I would have a birthday dinner at Say Less?
Yeah.
Yo, the disrespect is
Can we
crazy.
go to Little Sister?
Say
after?
Less?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not doing a birthday dinner there. I honestly, I don't have any plans. Honestly, honest to God, I have no plans.
Is there a color palette? Like, what should we all wear?
You
All right,
wear-
you want to do earth tones?
If
You
I
wanna
do have
green?
a birthday
You wanna
dinner,
do-
you can wear whatever. I'm not
Well,
one
can
of
you
those.
do your birthday dinner on Sunday?
How you going?
Yeah, that's a typical woman. Birthday's all
Try
about her.
to get me to move my birthday dinner so you can go to the game.
Well,
'Cause
how
she's
you
a woman.
Say, how are you going to move it if you say that you don't have one already?
No, I don't have one. But you saying, yo, can you do it on
Sunday.
the day before my birthday? That's not my birthday. My
Well,
birthday Monday.
we will be going into your birthday at 12 o'clock. That's why I said that.
Oh,
I
you
like
want to do
going
a
into your
midnight
birthday.
dinner?
Yeah. Well, not a midnight dinner. We'd be out at
Wait,
midnight, but
is
like
it-
dinner at 10?
Separate checks? Like, how are we doing it?
For my birthday?
Yeah, like, is it
Fuck
all
no,
like?
it's one check. That's nasty.
That's nasty.
That's disgusting. Don't ever. We talked about that. You
Should we
can't
do the
invite somebody out for your birthday dinner
prefix menu?
and then hope that they pay. Like, that's nasty. I didn't even want to leave my house. You gonna make me pay for
Yeah,
dinner?
yeah.
No, you can't do that. That's no class.
You're our elder.
Tax bracket. Then.
Even no, before that, I'm just not gonna invite you. Yo, come to my birthday dinner. Yo, what you ordered? Steak, potatoes, 4 margaritas. Yeah, that's yours. You pay for that.
Yeah.
I could have
think
stayed home and ate fucking. I had leftovers.
Damaris, did I buy the groceries that you cooked for my birthday?
No. I
Oh,
bought
all right.
them.
I was about to say that would have been nasty if y'all made me pay for the groceries for my birthday.
Your birthday.
Oh no, you probably just put it on the company card.
Company card. That was on the company
It was on
card.
my personal card.
Means you paid for
We
it.
did pay for it.
the groceries and the cake on my personal card.
Oh well, thank you.
You're
The
welcome.
food was good.
Don't worry, we'll see at the end of the year on the accounting.
Right.
Prayers to all the people in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic that are being affected by Hurricane Fiona,
Yes.
and any other islands in the Caribbean that are being affected by Hurricane Fiona. Hopefully things are not as bad as they look online.
Yeah.
But it looks like a lot of people were affected and hit hard.
Your brother was down there.
Yeah, he's in Puerto Rico. He was good though. Everything where he's at is fine. So thank God for that. But a lot of people on the island were affected and lost homes and things like that. So prayers to everyone in the Caribbean affected by the weather and Hurricane Fiona right now.
Absolutely.
Again, we are in DC tonight.
Yes.
Howard Theater, Washington,
crazy.
DC. Shout out to Tequila Talk Podcast. They are our opening podcast. Looking forward to this one.
And then October 2nd, we're in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Underground. We're going to go crazy in Charlotte. Mad special guests. Who knows who will pop up?
In Charlotte?
Yes.
Oh, LaMelo's busy that night. He can't come.
The baby.
The baby's busy as well that night. That's it. That's all we got. LaMelo and the baby. October 2nd, Charlotte, North Carolina, the Underground. I'm looking forward to that because Charlotte is another one of those cities that I think people don't talk about enough. Great city.
Every city in North Carolina I like.
You guys gonna go to Stats with me?
What's that?
It sounds like a strip club.
A hookah lounge / like lounge party. It's where everybody goes. They got really good food.
In Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust Damaris's hookah recommendations.
Julian.
She falls asleep in the hookah spots.
It's so bad.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say it. You already said the worst thing you could say to me on Patreon last week.
that you look like a man has sucked your dick. That's what I said.
Oh, see.
That's just sick.
Took away what Patreon pays for now.
Yeah. And now they're gonna be like, "Why didn't he react?" Because I already had the reaction on Patreon. Like, they're gonna call me out.
So yeah, we're in DC tonight.
Let's wrap this up.
Howard Theater. Get your tickets. There's still some tickets left. Hope to see you there next week in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Underground. And check the new Rory Mall Instagram page for other cities, other tour dates. Yeah, man. I would ask you what you're doing this weekend, but I already know what you're doing. So
Be in DC. Simba invited me to Rolling Loud. We'll see if we make it in time or if I even want to go near Rolling Loud. But
yeah,
I would have liked to see
Rolling Loud's
Nikki,
this
but she's
weekend.
the same day that we perform in DC.
okay. All right, well, let's get our asses to the stage. Hopefully we have a great show tonight in DC at the Howard Theater.
Yeah, maybe
This
a
has
little
been-
stadium after.
No, I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
This has been another episode of New Rory and Maul. I'm that nigga, he's just Ginger, and we are on stage, so peace.
No, Rory and Ma.
Should a man as an adult that's not circumcised go get circumcised?
No,
Because
I feel like that would
if
hurt
I
a
didn't have
lot.
that as an
Now
infant,
they have a new procedure that doesn't hurt at all.
What?
Yeah. I was just,
is it the same as the Audi belly button? Are you saying that everyone got their Audi belly buttons pushed into? Really?
I'm thinking at some point they did.
Wow.
Pushed in is really.
Yeah, like who wants to have an Audi belly
It's my
button?
grill, I think, on the roof.
I'm pretty sure it was too, honestly, or the table.
Is it windy? I was gonna go back to the holes, but
Anyway,
Do you do you ever feel like you should ask a man that before you
Is he
see his
circumcised?
penis?
you know what's crazy?
woman's
I used
never
to-
asked me that
I used
before.
to judge my friends when friends, like girls, would be like, "Let me see a dick." Like when they were talking to them, I was like, "Oh my god, that's so classless," and this and that. Now that I'm older and I'm single again, I'm kind of on that wave. Like, nah, let me see a dick.
like
Before
how
we even
early?
spend all this time talking, let me see a dick.
So you just want him to lead with the dick pic, is what you're saying?
If I ask for it, don't just send it unannounced.
Yeah, but like what if it's not his dick?
Why do you have pictures of other men's dicks in your phone?
It's called Google.
All of us have
Yeah,
Google.
Like
So it's in our
low
phone.
key,
whether
we
know
all
it.
have dick pics on our phone. Cause we got Google. If you have Google,
Nah, but it's not in my folder till I go to Google.
And search and save it.
Yeah.
but I think what Rory said,
But
I was
what I said was-
I don't
taking
have
it there.
other dicks in my
What
phone.
Rory was
so-
saying, all right,
Nah.
neither do I.
What? This is a one dick account right here. I can guarantee you this thing has one dick in here. That's it.
Mo, you take dick pics?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You don't look like the type.
Yeah.
I just never got it. I just don't get it.
Chicks don't fuck with it.
Wait, you've never taken a dick pic before?
Like when I was like in high school, but I'm not like in my adult life. I don't think I've
do that when you were in high school. I thought we were like the same age.
I didn't have no.
You sent a dick pic through dial-up? You're a sick nigga.
You did a T9 dick pic?
The dick pics on MySpace?
Yeah, hard copy.
Hard copy.
That's fucking.
Got it developed
in the homeroom.
Got a dick pic developed, slipped into an
Yo,
envelope.
man,
like,
they
hey.
closed. I gotta wait till tomorrow to send you this.
Rite Aid's closed.
I can't get it developed tonight.
Yeah.
No, but like in my adult life, I have
Imagine
not.
asking the 1 hour photo guy, like, listen, I'm about to give this
1 hour.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You were developing it. What do you think? Is it?
And he breaks down like this one. I don't know.
I feel like dick pics can be misleading. I had one guy send me a dick pic, and his was good though because remember the old like before Spectrum was Spectrum, it was Time Warner cable, and the big ass Time Warner cable remotes. Like, and he lined his dick up with a Time Warner remote, and he also lined his dick up with a can of Febreze. And I'm like, wow, that's quality because I can see the dimensions like in real life. Like, just don't show me bare dick.
Did he beat?
But have you ever seen like when people go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa or whatever, and like they can angle it with you
go
can
like
just
this. And it looks like my.
He did that with a remote.
Yeah, did that with the Glade
Yeah,
cannon.
it's just depth perception.
And then put it back
It
in
was
the
just
bathroom.
depth perception. He bow wow challenged you.
Yo, if I ever find out my son is putting the remote that I pay cable for next to his fucking dick, I don't believe in beating your children. I'm smacking the shit out of my son.
He's letting you know, like, yo, listen, I had to let him know what I'm working.
I watched the game with that remote.
Use this.
Get
The Roku remote.
Yo, you ever seen an electric fire remote? My dick is bigger than
Yeah. Not fucking with me.
It'll burn you too.
Hey, I'm Rory.
I'm all.
And you listening or watching right now are a thief because you just got a Patreon exclusive for free.
You did.
What you need to do is go to Patreon to get even more content, merch, tickets, all that shit.
Early access.
Love that.
Early access.
What's the link?
www.patreon.com/New Rory N Mall. That's New Rory N Mall as in as